like messing up
Alright.
my bed or putting anything just slightly to the left or right of something.
Yeah, easily. With your attentive anal eye.
That's how you get pink eye. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to Sybil. Hey, about yesterday, by the way.
You're muted, so are you, David?
Sorry. I was trying to talk to Caleb real quick.
Okay.
Here's my shit. There it is. Okay. I'm here.
Alright. Got
What
the
were you saying?
stream going.
I was saying, I'm sorry about yesterday.
I'd say it's all fine. As long as, no one's dead, which I guess we're not, so yay. But let's try and keep that stuff on the down low, like maybe not as often blowing shit up. I mean, I'm all for having a fun time, but
I was gonna say if we do it anywhere else, we should.
Gosh,
Explosion should happen outside. Please, not in my room, or maybe anyone's room.
That
Maybe
doesn't get us in trouble.
maybe
I
Ark's
won't
room.
volunteer to help
Ark probably
anymore.
wouldn't mind, but oh, you know what? Actually, Leela's room probably works. It's probably already explosive resistant.
Leave it up to her to try and volunteer that.
I mean, sure. You can try my room.
I don't know if it actually is. I'm just making a guess.
I don't know if it is either, but there's one way to find out.
It's one way to find out.
This is the most
That is one
12-year-old
way.
conversation ever.
Yeah.
Right.
For the first time ever, Sarah's gonna just turn, just take a deep breath. Gotta think this one through. Not gonna blow up the room this time. Let's not do that. Let's think ahead on this one. Before we blow up someone's room, let's just stick to outside explosives.
Fair.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I mean, not the blowing up part, because I didn't really like that, if I'm gonna be honest. But, when we have free time, we can do some more experimenting stuff. As long as everyone is quiet about this, because I don't want to get kicked out or anything, We all.
I don't think any of us do.
Yeah.
Nope.
John, Tino, as you're kind of zoning out of this conversation, go ahead and roll a perception check each.
We fade into darkness. Oh my god, the natural 0.
Man,
Wow.
he
I
has
don't
never
see
seen shit. He
John.
hasn't heard shit. Tino
John
either.
is
Man,
asleep
you guys
right now.
are
We're both,
deep
rusty.
enraptured, kind of just awkwardly looking at each other, but
we go.
you're so distant, man.
John's
it's
just
my
asleep on a
ADD.
book.
Lord. Let's see. Arcus,
Just realized I'm not wearing my glasses. Where the hell
you'd probably be zoning out too, Mr. Arcus. Roll a perception check for me.
Yeah, I'm not touching no books.
Alright.
Books burn, man.
Hold
Holy
on, I
shit.
gotta go find my
Oh
glasses.
my
real quick, I don't know where they
God.
are.
Dude, what is with the
Wow.
the dice tonight?
You're sat there, your feet, very dirty feet, up on the wood of the table.
Arcus,
just
can you
kinda
please
listening.
not?
Disgusting.
And as you're zoning out and kind of focusing on the world around you, you hear a couple of students pass in the upper stacks, and you just hear, isn't it weird that if hellstone is rare, it makes up the whole base of the Prism's Tower? And they keep on going.
What's rare?
Hellstone, obsidian.
Otherwise known as obsidian.
I'm probably reading a book about the subject that I've asked you about before, Trace, but trying to hide it. I
And
don't know if I'm
what's
hiding
built
it
out of
very
that?
well. Oh yeah, let's build out of that.
So the base of the Prism's Tower, there's a thin sheet of hellstone that makes up basically the whole base of the tower. Here, I'll show you guys the actual. You could see it on the map.
The black parts around the center tower.
Yeah, and then in the cafeteria, if I could find the cafeteria. When do you saw the cafeteria?
¿Dónde está la cafeteria?
Oh, so
Oh,
like,
there
the
it is.
prison's tower is also our
It's
school?
the center one.
It's the center of the school.
Got it.
So it's like where a lot of the utilities and a lot of kind of the in and out business happens. Most of the actual classes happen in the towers.
Got it.
But yeah, you could see the layer of hellstone as well on the from the cafeteria.
Got
In any
it.
case, continue.
Sorry, I'm just gonna be a sec here. Just gotta get this arranged.
Yeah.
I'm going to message you real quick, Trace.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit back down in my seat. In a different seat, I guess, technically, but hey, that's fine by me. I like that.
Well, that was the one that was pinged, so.
No, I know. I was like, I'm actually like, oh, that actually technically was a different seat. I think about it.
Oh Lord. Alrighty. Well, while we're in the library, is anybody interested in any sort of information to look for?
History of the
messaged you.
prisons.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Me or Marshall?
Just both of
of
us at this point.
Copy
It's a no on me.
of Saren.
Wait, what?
Copy of Sarah.
How am I? No, that should no, because I'm on Saren's actual character sheet. What?
Well, I didn't find shit, so.
Wait, what?
And neither y'all are having very much
Wait,
luck.
why is
Yeah.
there? Hold on.
Copy of Sarah, that's
Hold on.
great.
Is it still rolling it like that? Why is it rolling it like that? Wait, do I have two copies? Why do I have two copies?
Who's the clone and who's the original?
Well, I'm supposed to have one copy because I statted one out to level 20, but
What are you looking for there, Arcus?
I don't know, whatever they're looking for.
Whatever that is.
Whatever we're looking for.
Well, I assume that you would probably go for Saren then. So, yeah, after not too long, you eventually find a book on the histories of the prisons.
Saren,
Tino,
Saren, look
what are
what
you
I
looking for?
found.
I'm looking for a cookbook.
Cookbook. All right.
Oh.
It takes you a minute, but you do find kind of a smaller section, kind of in a back stack of various different cookbooks. Some of them are field cookbooks. Some of them are more traditional, kind of beginner or very contemporary, kind of modern techniques. What are you looking for?
Tino's gonna go ahead and grab the field cookbook.
Alrighty, you grab the field.
Never know where you're gonna be where you need a good meal.
Alrighty. Cool. So, going through, Saren, you find that with the history of prisms, and I imagine you kind of softly narrating this to everybody as you're going.
No,
through.
I would read aloud, but I wouldn't realize I'm reading aloud. Like it's very quiet, but I do it out of habit.
So the first prism was Lucidonius, and he was said to be the chosen of Orholum, the individual who created and conquered the seven satrapies, as well as the individual who is said to have passed down all of the abilities of drafting to various people. The next one of note was actually the one that directly followed him, and that was his wife, which is very interesting. What? Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Women can be prisms.
No. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's what I'm talking about here. That would mean there was two prisms at one time, potentially, though. Or one prism's power got transferred to another person.
So
Stop.
There is, as you go a little bit farther in, you eventually find the specifics of the ascension, which essentially, after one prism falls, others with roughly similar abilities tends to be one that ascends to that. So there's an idea that Lucidonius's wife was divine in some way, like divinely ordained as well, but nobody knows for sure.
Okay, that's where my confusion was.
Yeah. The more interesting section comes up towards the end, and this one shows that because the record keeping was much better, that the prism prior to Gavin Guile, the current prism, was said to have deteriorated relatively quickly. First, becoming unable to draft blue and becoming colorblind to it, before slowly but surely becoming completely colorblind and dying about 6 months after.
What was he originally like? What were his original
Well,
colors?
he was a prism, so full spectrum.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But yes, it's an interesting case because it did fall right on the 7-year mark. The longest stint in history was for a prism's lifespan was Lucidonius and his wife, and each of those were 21 years. Every single prism prior was either assassinated, died of some sort of natural causes, or just fell at the ascension point of 14 years.
So if you're a prism, your lifespan is just kind of.
It's either 14 or 21. That's what we're looking at.
7, 14, or 21.
But we're past that, so at this point, if we meet anyone that might be a prism, it's either 14 or 21.
No. So
When
after the ascension. After the ascension. So the most interesting thing to note is that Gavin Guile is currently shown to have been a prism for 16 years.
So he's looking to hit the 21.
Yeah, so
that's the one who's our current.
Either 21 or assassination, one of the two.
But yes, so he would be the first individual prism to make it to 21 prior to Lucidonius.
Motherfucker's out here playing blackjack with his life.
Cool. Tino, you get a book on field medicine, or not field medicine, field rations and cooking. It talks a great deal about the specifics of kind of salvaging food from the countryside, making sure that water is disinfected, all sorts of stuff, how to make emergency things like antibacterials.
I have a feeling this is going to come in handy for us.
With further study, you could most definitely pick up a lot more what this book is saying, but for now, you get kind of the general overview.
I picked this up over Christmas vacation for a little bit of light reading.
Ew.
Alrighty.
Reading's gross.
Anybody else interested in finding anything while you're in the library?
I was not able to find shit, so.
Should we roll first to see what we find?
Well, so you tell me what you're trying to find, and then that will affect the DC.
Are there any books on good piles of dirt?
I will help him look
roll
for
an investigation check.
I will look specifically for where we let all of our trash go on the island.
There we go.
The majority of the trash is burned by.
No.
Remember, we are in a pre-plastic society, so
lame.
Burn a lot
For
more.
us.
Well, he likes the dirt.
The dirt.
For us, yes. All it took was fucking Voldemort winning and becoming not basically Hitler for the world.
So basically, I look at myself like looking through the books, and I go da 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 da. I'm sure there's some outside.
Well, you tap through the books, and on your last one, you see a study of the geology of the satrapies.
That's actually.
I actually. So can I grab it and then like be like, Serene, can you read this for me? And then fucking like kind of toss it to him like a hot potato.
Can you really not read?
I can read.
Look at him. We've been friends for 12 years.
Got it.
I'm a girl, and it's Saren.
and you can read.
Oh, I can
You
read
can
for sure.
read.
Oh, I can read for sure. Ah, that book hurts though, man. Hey, that book hurts. Please, will you please read it to me?
Thumbs through it. Let me thumb through it first, and I'll and then I just go ahead and after I get through it, I'm like, all right, here's the important part.
So, man, the first part of this book is pretty fucking mind-numbing. It just talks about like sedimentary, just a bunch of layers and shit.
Skip, 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 skip.
You keep going through, but then at the end, something catches your eyes. It's a chapter on the False Prisms War. Basically, it goes over how during the False Prisms War, so much Luxin was used in such insane proportions that actually, I'll give context to this prior.
Ooh.
So a little bit earlier, just before the False Prisms War, you read a chapter on the division of colors amongst the seven satrapies and how each one back in the day used to have their colors very heavily associated with the geology and plant life of the region. So there were blood foresters. Of course, the trees were exceedingly red. There
Makes
was
a lot of sense of
cerulean.
why Little Jasper is how it is, I assume.
Little Jasper is located right in the middle.
Mhm.
So there's also the Cerulean Sea. So each of the sections had individual areas of extremely prevalent colors within their region. So drafters were very common to have had it. There was there's a deal where essentially there's kind of a limited amount that can be used by the general populace of Luxon per general kind of area. So think of it kind of like balanced. The prism can literally force this balance by drafting a bunch of one color, but there were stories back in the day of times when, say, the red drafters of the Blood Forest would go to war, and they would use so much red that drafters on the other side of the world couldn't use it at all. And the individual drafting of those Blood Foresters became very much so diminished.
Whoa.
So, in other words, there's only so much that can be happening at once with one color in the world.
Specifically with regards to balance aspects, as it goes on to explain that the prism can manually, say, increase the amount of blue drafted, and that will balance out the amount of red that could be used. So it's not so much that there's like a cap, but the balance needs to remain in place because otherwise, if far too much red is being used, then blue can be used way, way more. Shortly thereafter, for the False Prisms War, it goes over how so much Luxon was used in such kind of a balanced area where the geology of the planet of the satrapies was very much so altered. So there are sections of ground where Luxon has still kind of stained the underlying geology of the world. The longest lasting to this day are still the yellow shards and structures that are kind of peppered throughout the land. But there's a lot. There's floating rocks and various different substances due to superviolet having stuck around so extensively. There's a lot.
I look over to Ark as I'm reading this out loud, and I just go, and it turns out the bones and blood made the perfect mud piles to roll in.
Yeah. Love bones and blood.
Gross.
Just making shit up for him.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt, dirt, dirt.
Do I
can't
read
wait
past or
to roll in
You
some dirt.
probably could.
it's like can I like see past what he's trying to do or what she's trying to do?
I'm staring at him when I say it. I don't think you need to even insight me. Ark would have to insight me, but no one else would have to.
Well, Lord.
So is there a lot of dirt?
Yes, there's dirt.
Mountains of it.
Just keep asking follow-up questions. Keep asking follow-up questions.
Have you ever seen Atlantis?
Is it covered
what
in
now?
dirt?
Not exactly.
Oh my
what I
god,
meant,
yeah,
but-
he's mole.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all I'm thinking of.
I've collected my various different files of dirt.
You have destroyed them.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm Puck. I'm Puck from the Sisters Grimm.
Lord.
Could I
All right.
go ahead and, while they're doing this, look
Mm-hmm.
for like a member book for, like, you know how people have the thing where they like sign in on stuff and they've got like biographies of each of the teachers and whatnot? Could I
Mhm.
look for one of those books just to see, like, oh, this is what this teacher is and this is what they do or came from or whatever?
Sure.
I don't know if
Investigation.
that'd be in the library or not, so that's why I was.
I mean, it depends. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. We'll see how you do.
I also want to look for anything on the war that's currently being fought, because I didn't think about that until you read that passage.
Is there
and
a
then
war currently being?
I'm pretty sure we're being trained for one, or for in case
Yeah.
of one.
Being trained for one, but does that mean we are in the middle of one?
I was like, is there a war that's currently? No, I'm pretty sure there's been reference to the war that's currently happening. We've heard reference to that.
As far as you know, there's no war currently happening, but there is
Okay.
a war being prepared for.
That's what we've been informed for.
Sybil, as you go, you find kind of the older generations of teachers. And then eventually, after you kind of dig around a bit, you're able to find kind of on a slightly higher shelf the current alumni of the Chrome area and the staff there within. So to start out with, there's Magister Cecilia. She is a violet blue bichrome. She is the violet teacher super violet teacher specifically. There's Professor Danil. He's the green magister, as you've met. There's Ivuna. She is the sub-red teacher. She is specifically noted as a prior member of the Blackguard. There is Frost, that is the Orange Magister. He is said to have been a wealthier noble that supported Gavin during the False Prisms War. There's Gaius. She is the yellow professor. She is also a member of the Colors. And the Colors are a collection of 9 individuals, including the black and the white, who essentially used to be, what would you say, governors or kind of supervisors of the various satrapies. Since the False Prisms War and the subsequent cleansings, they have been significantly reduced in their political power. There is Steelheart. He's the blue teacher. You've met him. He is a Parian. He is the uncle of 2 Blackguard members, including Captain Iron Fist, who is the captain of the Blackguard, as well as Trimble Fist, his younger brother, who is a lieutenant. And lastly, one that you notice that is conspicuously missing from this log is Corvin Danavis, the red teacher.
His was missing?
Missing, not there.
He also has a daughter at the school.
Uh-huh.
He has a daughter? Would I know that?
Yeah, it's the girl you got the hots for.
No.
Wait,
No.
wait.
No, it was a different girl.
It
Oh,
was a different redhead.
There's
Yeah,
just too many of us.
All
We're
redheads
taking
don't
over.
look all alike.
We're taking
God,
over the
that's-
world, you know.
That one.
So you said that
This is the one that's.
you said it's pretty obvious that that all of Corvin's, the red magister, all of his information is missing.
So he just doesn't have any information in there at all.
Oh, it doesn't look like the page was torn out or anything, right?
No,
it's just like there's
it's
blank.
it's
Okay,
not there.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
It's so weird because a lot of the other ones kind of go into a decent amount of detail about them and their accomplishments as students, whereas Corbin is just
Nothing
missing.
on him.
is he new? Is he
I'm
new
like
teacher?
reading this like this kind of to where like I've got the one foot that's always up on the bench and my book's kind of like crooked as I'm reading it and I'm like tilting my head as I'm going with it, trying to follow it. Like,
Layla is turning her head, see it the other way to see what you're doing.
and Layla's right next to me, so I'm like,
opposite sides.
Why do you think that this dude's information's missing? You think it's like one of those political things? I don't know. I don't keep up with
conspiracy
politics.
theories.
So.
Roll a history check.
Me?
Yeah, anybody who's interested.
Me.
I think everyone's interested.
Man,
Oh, that was
don't know
so
shit.
close to a
Oh.
20.
Sybil,
I'm
you
busy
actually
reading the
know a
mud
decent
book.
Yeah, you
I'm busy
read that
reading the
mud
other
book.
book as well.
Sybil,
Or not
as-
reading, but listening to Saren's bullshit.
Oh,
Don't go too
oh.
oh shit. Sybil, Tino. Sybil specifically to start out with. You remember your mom actually telling you stories about a General Danavis back in the False Prisms War. He was an individual who fought for Dazen, and that's kind of all you know about it. Tino, on the other hand, your parents being on Dazen's side were very vocal to tell you about the histories of General Danavis. He was so famed a battle tactician that Gavin's generals would literally take out a telescope and look at the battlefield from the other side, and if they saw the red hair of General Danavis, they would retreat. They wouldn't fight him.
Cat.
He was never said to lose a battle up until that of Sundered Rock, where Dazen died.
And,
That's
and just
alright.
to make sure I'm correct, he was on the same side as my parents. Yeah.
Yeah. So your parents were on the side of Dazen, who was rebelling against Gavin. Gavin is the current Prism. Dazen was
I
the brother.
shot Gavin.
Let's go, Gavin.
Making sure I've got that written down.
We're all loyalists here, obviously. Eyes everyone in the room.
Obviously.
But yeah, you guys hear Tino kind of mumble out that the enemies would just completely, or Gavin's forces would retreat if they spotted General Danavis.
Where did you hear that?
My parents.
Oh,
Holy crap.
They fought for Dazen.
Oh.
I'm gonna kind of look over to Layla and I'd be like, "That's
I like look
Good
over to Sylvanas and I kind of.
Well, we're happy you're still here.
At least you survived.
Happy you're not dead.
We're happy you're not dead.
We're giving him the fucking like hiccup thumbs up of.
And then my best Thanos voice, I'll finish what they started.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
I think we're just going crazy. Anyway, Sylvie, how are you doing?
But the question is immediately obvious to you. Why would an enemy general be allowed into the Chrome area when it's run by Gavin?
Because Gavin was right, and he learned that at the last second. Duh.
Double agent.
Don't
Well,
you dare say that.
Gavin
mean-
is merciful, you know.
you guys remember the opening speech, right?
I mean,
Where you
fuck,
had all
we get
the
Tino.
big
That was a
inspirational
while
things?
ago.
Okay, well,
Yes.
basically, he was telling us, like, it doesn't matter who you fought for or who you think's right. I'm the one in control here, and you're going to fight for me. So,
Exactly.
I mean,
It doesn't matter in the end.
I don't think
I
it
think-
matters where you come from in this circumstance.
Or
He's
kill
just
him.
like,
Yeah.
strive
doesn't
to
care.
use the
You know, do you want to kill him?
whatever and all of that. I don't want to kill anyone. You're
I
asking
asked
me.
Tino. No, I asked
Oh.
Tino.
It's like,
I know you don't. None of us
And-
really do.
I don't think I could
I
kill him.
don't think.
I'm going to be honest.
For a split second, breaking Tino's meek nature, and maybe there's a little flash of green, looks up with an angry eye. I'm going to destroy him.
Wait, what? Did I do that?
Amen. That is a
You're just
prism
planting
approved
treason in the
motivation.
library?
That is a
Sharon,
that is
upon his voice getting deeper and him flashing a little green, I just pull up a book and slide behind it a little bit, like.
That's what I was doing. I was literally doing that. You jerk.
At first,
We just
At
do it
first,
the
everyone
exact.
thought I was
We
the
do it at the
quiet
exact
kid.
same time. Just. It's cool.
that is
everyone
a
thought I was the
prism
quiet kid.
approved
Now I got
motivation.
school
I
shooter
was like,
energy.
Oh
Well,
no,
that's the
no,
thing,
no,
it's like-
no, no,
I don't want
no.
to be involved in
We're
any
streaming
sort of
right now. Let's not talk about that.
That's actually a very good point. I should not have said that.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
Kinda.
we're okay. We're all right.
You're okay. The world jokes about it. This is America.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also a good point.
But yes, that is a Prism approved motivation. He said
I
that
was
shit
like,
in
he
his opening
literally
speech.
I have no problem with it. He just intimidated me a little bit with that, and I'm like,
Approved motivation.
no, thank you. I'm not getting in his way.
It's like,
just gonna like roll over one of my apples. Just kind of
Does
like
anyone have a candy bar?
kind of
You're
No,
not
no
you when you're
one-
scoot
hungry.
over a little bit. Be like, you should eat.
Snickers.
Whenever I'm angry, eating always makes me feel better. So, if you want.
You're,
Or no,
you're
that's fine
hungry.
too.
Have a Snickers. This campaign sponsored by Snickers.
That being said, welcome to the Snickers sponsor segment.
My name is Snickers. Hi. All our names are now Snickers, guys.
Lord. All right. Well, since it has been about an hour, anybody have any last minute pieces that they're interested in checking out before we go on to class?
No, the
There
Dewey
be
Decimal
series somewhere?
System has failed me today, huh?
Bestiary? Like a book of
Bestiary.
like animals and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Should I roll for that?
I just
what
need
was
to know
it?
what.
Oh yeah, I should probably get a book on how to care for.
why did that turn off?
You know,
I'm gonna
that's smart.
suggest this as I'm looking. Be like, hey, do we actually know how to take care of our pets?
I don't think we do. At least I don't.
I don't.
I mean,
Just
Take
like
care of mine.
for books and shit. Just like
to be
I'm sure
fair,
there's one here somewhere.
it's a honey badger. I'm sure if you check enough shit at it, it'll be fine.
Only thing I need to know is the mitochondria still the powerhouse of the cell?
No, it's light.
Everything
I
I knew
don't
was a
think we have-
lie. I knew
even if we have
science
cell
class
and
was
germ theory.
worthless.
You motherfuckers have chloroplasts. Oh,
We're
Lord.
plants. Oh no.
Sylvanas, after a bit, you do find a book on the care of exotic animals, and
Yay!
it is fairly simple.
Yeah.
Just you go
I'll
through.
pass it. I'll pass it around.
Yeah.
Just
Well, the book just comes around in full
Yeah.
circle. I'll just like
Every-
look at our page.
everyone find your animal.
Fortunately, you had a lot of carnivores in there, so. But yeah, no, I mean, you guys have an ample supply of food. It's not like the population.
Little bears are obviously good on some. Like they can sustain off of seaweed.
I mean, last time he did try. Sorry, she did try to eat my paintbrushes. So I mean, I don't know.
Chipped a
This
tooth
is
on
cool.
the
Whatever,
fucking.
whatever she wants to eat, I guess. As long as
Chip-
it's not meat.
Chipped a tooth on the yellow one, though.
Oh shit! Hey, speaking of the red professor,
Yes. Welcome in, class. It's so good to see you.
oh my god,
Please,
it's a German
Come
accent.
sit.
Okay.
Suppressing all the jokes I want to make.
Yeah.
Not so much a German accent, more of just a Belowy accent.
Nothing.
Where are we
Regardless,
supposed to sit if there's no
Nine.
chairs?
Du hast da lang, Fräulein.
that
You know
is
what?
precisely the
Make
question.
A chair. Make a chair.
I want
There
to.
we go.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Orange. Wait, is that
That
orange?
is a
Is that
flex
orange?
if you're gonna make your own
Uh,
chair.
You can't make an orange chair. That is a liquid. You make a puddle.
Dude.
But yes. So which
Yellow or blue.
which color are you making off your color there, Mr. David?
Green.
Green. Okay. Go ahead and take 4 light sickness.
4 light sickness.
Oh my
So
god.
have we healed since last session?
Oh
Yeah.
God, yes.
Oh thank God, because
Oh,
I was
thank
at
God.
4
I just
health.
realized I was only at 3. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, I was at 2.
Long rest. Long rest. Long rest.
All right, so I take 4 light sickness. Got it.
Yes. As soon as Syl makes honestly a pretty nice little springy recliner looking deal.
Yeah.
Fucking flexing.
She just sits down.
I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I? Okay.
Might have actually just got
You,
bonus points.
You see a small nod to you.
I'll just sort of sit back looking at everyone else.
Can I
I'm gonna
try
stand.
red?
What was that?
Can I try to draft a red one?
Sure. Yeah, for light sickness, as you create it's more of like a beanbag.
The bouncy chair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like a yoga ball.
Rubbery
Yeah.
Yeah.
jelly kind of.
As soon as I see that, I'm like, yep, that's the idea. That's the idea, and I'm gonna go do the same.
Okay.
Is there any way I could use green and red and make a hammock?
Ooh.
Sure.
Go up.
You can certainly try.
It would. I have to. Ah, there he is.
Woo! Yay!
And
been
he's
trying to-
driving.
It sounds like Yanni Tur's in a car.
Yep. He is just mentally checked out.
I am struggling today, so we're just gonna grip it and rip it.
All right.
Dr. Yanni Tor has just left Sacred Heart.
Dr.
so-
Yanni Tor has left Secret.
All right. John, that would cost 7 light sickness, but yes, you could create yourself a very fancy hammock. So you guys will see kind of a greenish base of tubes, and then hanging between it, a very rubbery red Luxon kind of meshy hammock that he kind of leans back into, looking very content.
I think the red's the way to go. Personally, I like that.
Bouncy ball.
Yep. Exercise
That's
ball.
fun.
Bling bling bling.
I'm content with my chair. I'm happy with it.
Sybil, Arcus.
Hey, you
What are y'all
pioneered this.
What do?
Yes, you too, Arcus. What do?
What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor?
Early in the morning.
But I tried to do a olive yellow,
Sure.
like a what is it called? Yeah, solid yellow. I want to
Okay.
do like a little crate, like a box crate that I can sit in.
Okay.
A box crate?
You
Yeah.
guys will see a
Doesn't sound
a
very comfortable.
a fairly large box crate made of solid yellow just appear, and Sybil sits down all happily.
That
You feel
doesn't look
very,
comfortable, Sybil.
You feel very kind of calm, placid.
Kind of like relaxing in it, kind of just getting comfy.
Mhm.
Got widget in my arm, and I'm just like looking at her. I'm like, I could. I'm like
Relaxing.
thinking
That's
about
not
it.
cool.
Kind of wanted to make her into a little cushion.
Arcus, how are
Push
you
her that
sitting?
way.
Gosh, how am I
Puppy
sitting?
dogs.
Puppy dog.
I got puppy dogs.
Guess I'm just gonna be old fashioned and just
Happy.
Go to your crate.
walk up to the blue, and make a
Go to your
chair.
bed. No, go to your bed.
Just a solid, boring ass chair.
Alrighty. Go ahead and take 4 light sickness. Alrighty. As you all find your way to various different seating arrangements,
I think gonna make a chair.
you will see. Oh, did you not? I thought you made a green chair.
I did
Tino.
not.
Tino, how are you sitting, buddy?
I would like to make a green beanbag.
Green beanbag. It's a little bit. It's kind of uncomfortable for beanbags, but like you're there. It's kind of
Like a
it's kinda
leather
sick.
beanbag.
Yeah. It's like you
One of
get
those
maybe like half an inch of sink into it.
It's a discount beanbag. It says beanbag, but it ain't a beanbag. It's full of stuffing.
The IKEA version.
It works. This isn't even a Walmart brand. This is Walmart.
Hey, Mark.
It's just a bathtub.
Right, young drafters. Well, there is one thing that y'all should notice immediately. Firstly, very good on understanding that an individual can create whatever they need in the moment of need. So see the situation arise. But there's a second thing to know. Your life is limited. Sometimes it's best, and you'll see him go down onto just kind of a bit of a crisscross applesauce situation. Sometimes it's not worthy to waste your life for a simple seat.
God
That
damn
said-
it, the one time.
That's
The one
it.
time I should have taken
That's
the
it.
low road there. Fuck me.
That's the
Sybil's just
whole
gonna
lesson.
kind of
Wow.
shift
I
off of her
even
crate.
said, no, I'm not going to
like-
bother. I'll stand. And then I saw the beanbag. And I'm like, but
shit.
beanbag.
She's
Well,
just
now
gonna
I-
Keep
push her
bouncing
crate
on my
over,
yoga ball.
Well, now
put
I feel
widget
like
inside of
shit.
it, just hold the crate while she
You
sits
feel
also
bomb.
crisscross. Kind of gives a
You know
nod of
what,
like, oh
Teach?
yeah, yeah.
I would beg to differ as I put my hands behind my head.
See, that one's going to die early.
So
We all
candid.
just look at him like, oh dear.
In
That's why
any
he's so
case,
pale.
you'll see him stand up and kind of smooth out his mustache slightly. Secondly, more importantly, today I'm going to be teaching you all about combat with other drafters.
What were we just? Let's
Fight.
Wait, so are we going to be fighting or are we just learning about fighting today?
Learning about fighting, one does not shoot somebody out of a cannon to describe the ways that a trajectory is made.
I just wanted to ask because we started off with guns in the other class.
That's a good suggestion, though.
Right. Well, first things first. Of course, you may use the bulk majority of your focus to create any sort of offensive attack, action, maybe a structural area to duck behind. But for the more reactionary part of your turn, there are exactly 3 elements that you should be wary of. You'll see him turn to the red bazaar and hold out his hand as he drafts a small, about hand-sized kind of rubber ball of Luxon. First things first. Let's see.
Notes ready. Let's do this.
John. John, you'll see the red ball of Luxon suddenly streak towards you. What are you doing?
I am going to use. I'm gonna actually just try and dodge out of the way.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dex save with advantage.
Are you giving me the perfect opportunity to do this?
Dodge!
15?
Alrighty. You flop out of the back of your hammock and manage to duck out of the way. Good. The first action that an individual could take is simply dodging. This will allow you greater mobility and far, far less likely to be hit by an attack. It doesn't require any sort of extra magical taxes to get out, as it were. Now, Sybil, you will see another ball of red Luxon streaking towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna tell Widget to hop out of my crate, and I'm gonna chuck it at the thing, and then dodge
That's
straight into
so
my classmate.
fucking smart.
Whoever I'm closest to, I'm throwing my crate at the thing, and then
Oh, you're throwing
grabbing
the
Widget
crate.
and dodging
Oh.
straight into
I
my
thought you were
classmate.
throwing widget.
I thought you were throwing widget too.
No, I wouldn't throw Widget. No,
I
not
understood.
me.
I understood what you were throwing. You're good. I knew you were throwing the crate.
I would not sacrifice my baby. Grabbing
Christ,
her,
okay.
ducking
Yay.
straight into whoever's closest to me, and I'm saying
Um,
sorry as I'm
Yeah,
going straight.
so you
sorry
chuck the
for whoever
crate.
I run into.
So
You
you-
use your reaction to chuck the crate at the red Luxon ball, and you will see the red Luxon ball bounce off of it. This is, I'd say, a good way of explaining the third option afforded to us. Creating something beforehand and using it in order to block an enemy's Luxon. Now, this is more of a taxing issue than many other would say. Much higher light sickness cost, much higher life cost, but much more total protection. Typically, this is done in the form of armor. Now, there is a second option as well that has not been expressed yet. As
I'm ready.
let's see,
I'm ready. Hit me, boss.
Hit me with it.
Marcus,
Hit me,
you
damn
have
it.
a ball.
You and me, David, we're like, come on, me, boss, me, hit me, hit me.
A ball is rolling at you. What
Come
is
on, I
your
want you to do
reaction?
it. I want you to do it. Hit me.
I'm gonna probably do nothing because I'm probably like picking my nose or something.
Oh no.
You get a welt
I
on your
shoved him
forehead
out of the way.
Oh,
as it bounces off.
Oh.
And
ow!
that is not what you want to do. That's a good way to get injured. And if you get injured, it takes a long time to recover. So don't do that.
You
That
okay?
hurt. That hurt. I
As
think
Glad
that-
it didn't explode on you.
as everybody is, it literally it's as if you got smacked in the head with like a
beanbag round.
no, not even that. More like somebody chucked a
Tennis ball?
Oh, waffle ball. No, what are they called? The things that
Blue
they use
ball?
in cross. The ball.
Wiffle ball.
Those are really hard.
Yeah, those
like
are
a little
super
rubber,
hard.
like a little rubber, like just a little rubber ball.
Just a little
Yeah.
rubber ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those can fucking hurt. I will argue.
They
I will
can
argue.
hurt, but not as much as like a beanbag round or anything.
They're frozen paintball.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, before it happens, let me quit out of that. Okay.
Oh, with wallpaper engine on it.
Yeah. Alrighty. You know what? As you're fretting over Arcus for a moment, Sybil, you see a ball streaking towards you. What's your action? Oh no, sorry, Saren. Goddamn. Hey, damn,
Okay.
I hate
I was
you.
like, what?
I would like to attempt to draft a blue glove and catch it,
Okay.
and then throw it back.
As you draft, you take 2 light sickness, but
Fine, I'm still standing.
you manage to have it bounce off of you and head back towards him. Easily enough, you see him grab it and see it disintegrate into nothingness in his hand.
Give a thumbs up and smile.
The third option is a little bit more nuanced, but it is more of a balance between the two. Relatively low light sickness cost, but also will more directly block a attack in full. That is using your Unluxon to counter a Luxon attack. Now, the advantages of this are that, of course, there is that low light sickness cost. However, it is effective only for one attack, and if that attack is larger, then your Luxon amount that you send out, then you are possible to get hurt. If you have multiple attacks coming your way, then you are also possible to get hurt.
Wait, did I accidentally guess it?
Yeah, that's the second option. It's so for all intents and purposes, you guys could either take the dodge as a bonus action. You can make a Luxon reaction, so you draw in a certain amount of Luxon and use that to counter the attack, or you can create some sort of structure to hide behind or coat yourself in like an armor. The disadvantages of this, of course, are those 2 things. So multiple attacks and bigger attacks can mess you up. The disadvantages of that are overcome by the armor option. However, the light sickness cost is such that it could be very difficult to maintain. You also learned about seals, yes, class?
Yes.
Very good.
Fantastic animals.
An individual can make multiple seals on an armor and make it more modular. So if one area breaks, then the whole thing doesn't shatter. But the issue with that is that it takes a longer time, firstly. And secondly, more areas of you are likely to be exposed. And then just dodging out of the way is a very solid option. However, there's always a chance that the situation is unlucky for you and you may be injured. So do be cautious. With that said, everybody go ahead and pair off and we will do a little bit of practicing.
All right, Saren, let's go.
Wait, I only have 5 HP left. Fuck.
Jan,
I only have
come on,
6.
Jan. Let's
Fuck
go.
it, that makes it even. Wait, how much? What's your max again?
Okay.
10.
Oh wow, I have one more max.
It's gonna be fun, I promise.
It's what they always say.
I do
but
want to
it's
warn
never
you though,
true.
Sylvie. This is
Tino.
my specialty, and I will draft a pair of blue knuckles.
Tino, get over here.
2 light sickness.
Me? Oh, okay.
All right,
Get over
Sybil
here.
and Layla, you two are the last drafted picks. Alrighty. So, class, we will go ahead and practice basics. You will each have a red Luxon ball placed in your hands. Now, go ahead and we'll have the top row. So, John, Sybil, or fucking
Saren,
I hate you, dude.
Best names.
I can get.
Layla, and Arcus.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones with the red ball in hand, and then the bottom, Lessa.
My camera's not focusing. Hold on, I'm sorry.
The top row, you are more than welcome to throw the ball at any point with whatever desired point of contact, as well as whatever strength you so desire. If you hit
Chuck it at
them,
her head.
you get a point.
I chuck it at
No.
her head.
No,
Automatic. Right
just-
now?
right now.
Yeah. No hesitation.
You will see the ball streaking towards Sybil, and it will disintegrate into light as it before it
Just
hits
like-
her.
Ah, wait, no, there's no crate. Fuck.
You will feel a firm but not overly rough hand on your head. Not yet, child. As you will get another red ball in your hand.
Right.
Bull's gonna be like on
Alright.
guard. Okay, shit. All right, she means business. Are we ready?
Now,
Always ready.
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, sorry about that. My Discord crashed.
So we will go ahead and do a best of 3 on individuals. Each time you hit, that is a point. Each time a hit is completely blocked, that is a point. Whoever has more points by the end wins. Now, these balls are completely hollow. Fill them with what you please.
Oh.
You may make any sort of tricks, anything you want.
Starts with C, ends with Ube.
The cum cube.
Praise the cum.
Praise be to the cum cube.
Come cube.
Oh Lord. Alrighty.
praise.
So starting with the top here. John, how are you yucking this at your
Knock,
brother?
please.
I am going to first of all fill it with pyre jelly.
Okay.
And
Jan, you immediately see your
no.
brother's very pale
Oh,
skin
no.
turn to a vibrant red.
John, what are you
Oh, there he is.
doing? Don't be mean to me. I'm
I'm not
already
being
bad at
mean.
this.
I trust you. I know you're gonna block this.
That's a poor
That's a little
decision.
odd.
All right. What else are you
Watch
doing?
him just like duck and block it.
I am then going to yuck it kind of hard, not too hard. I would say like a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Where are you throwing it?
I'm gonna throw it just right at his chest. Something
Right at
easy
his
to
chest.
block.
Alrighty. So Jan, you see your brother turn a bright red, and then he will wind back and throw this ball at you. What are you doing?
I am gonna go, well, I guess it's my time. And just hold out my arms like Jesus.
Oh my
And I'm gonna draft some ultra or super violet in like a little armor plate on my chest. No, well, because nobody else would be able to see it.
You're going for a legitimate, like, full-on breastplate situation?
Invisible breastplate.
I mean, let's go back here.
Okay, small. Okay.
The arc reactor.
So go ahead
just my
and
little chest piece. Just
go ahead and take 2 light sickness for me, and you guys will see Jan hold out his hands in an accepting manner, and you'll see the red rubber ball kind of almost seem to hit him, and then bounce off before it actually makes contact with his chest.
See, I
I'm gonna
told you,
look down.
Jan.
I'm alive.
I knew you could block it. Great job.
All right.
Immediately upon losing concentration. That was horrifying. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah, you felt a very nice serenity there for a bit, and then
I
it
did.
all
I
shocked
felt
out of
like
you.
it was all coming together. I thought it was the end. I was so peaceful.
Alrighty. Saren, what do?
I'm ready to dodge.
No, you're the one with the ball.
I have the ball. Does this ball feel like I throw it just with? Do I have to fill it
No.
with something? Good.
It's just a ball.
Does it feel like it could survive a punch from me?
It's a rubber ball. I mean,
Good. All right, I toss it up and I fucking spike that shit with my fist towards her.
okie dokie. Cool. You will, good old Sylvanas, will not see any sort of colors flashing across her slightly darker skin.
I am blue right now, technically, because I have the knuckles.
No. So you become that color when you're taking it in, but once it's actually drafted, you no longer have it.
My bad.
Cool. What are you doing there, Miss Sylvanas?
I'm gonna draft a baseball bat and attempt to like hit it.
Yes.
All right. You go. Okay. You go for more of a cricket bat looking deal, but go ahead and roll a whichever's higher, sleight of hands or athletics with advantage.
No.
You
Bunt it, I catch it.
Swing and you miss. As you get hit right in the
I'm sorry,
side.
Sylvie. I thought you were gonna be able to hit it back.
You're still
go ahead and
better
take
at
2 light
sports
sickness as
than
well.
I am.
Are you out?
No, I'm not out.
Okay.
But you have 1 point. Alrighty, Layla.
I'm gonna
You're
fill
weary.
mine.
You're ready.
I'm gonna fill mine with like a blue chalk.
Okay.
Blue chalky substance, and then I'm gonna chuck it at her head like a baby gender reveal.
Okay.
All right, Sybil. You see her turn a kind of pale blue as she chucks this thing at your forehead. What are you doing?
Well, no, I was going to. Now I'm not.
All right, I'm back.
I'm
sorry.
gonna go ahead and try and draft a basket because I want to like catch it.
Okay.
And I'm doing it inside of like a solid yellow basket, and the inside of it is orange, so that way it'll be able to suck it in. Does that make sense?
Yep. All right.
Like a
Yep. So you will you'll see Sybil hold out her hands in front of her.
like
And
it's like this big.
Yeah, there's just a big old kind of bucket-looking basket, and you'll see her skin turn a very bright yellow and then kind of mellow out to a bit of a kind of tangerine color. As you will see your ball just disappear into this jelly of, of orange.
Oh no, we'll never know.
I like takes my head over it. Oh shit, I'm gonna drop it because I don't know if it's gonna explode or not, and I'm just gonna kick it. Just kick it. Just straight back at her. Just
Good catch.
please tell me you didn't fill that one with explosives.
Oh, Lord. Alrighty. Arcus. What are you doing?
So if possible, I want to fill my red ball with like a sticky, silky thread substance.
Okie dokie. Outside or inside?
Inside.
Okie dokie.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay. And what are you doing with it?
Throwing it right at his nuts.
Of course. Let me see. One thing. Where the fuck are you, Tino?
Love you, Tina.
Go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage.
Load faster. Today.
Today, Junior?
No.
Is that perception check?
Yeah. Advantage.
Perceive me.
Holy shit. As you two are super violet drafter, you narrow your eyes and are able to see his skin flush with super violet coloring. But the ball is now streaking forward right towards your nuts. What are you doing?
I'd like to go ahead and draft a whip with my green Luxon and
Okey
like
dokey.
slash it in half.
Okay. Go ahead and do a either sleight of hand or athletics, whichever's higher for you.
Let's see.
Okay. That is so not useful. Okay. Right. As you know what? Chaos theory, higher or lower?
Oh god. Higher.
Ooh. As you go to flip up the whip, you make contact, perfect contact with that ball, and take 2 light sickness. But as you do, the kind of silky, stringy parts of the super violet Luxon within split the red of the ball in half, and one of them slings forward and smacks you on the side of the chest.
1 point for Arcus.
Alrighty. Very good. Very good. Now we will go ahead and switch sides, but I will not be providing the balls. So make your own.
Damn. So we got
All right.
advantage there. Sucks to be you guys.
Alrighty. Starting out with Jan. What do?
Well, as the color I'm going to be drafting makes me emotional, I am going to start throwing a temper tantrum. I'm going to start basically just whining and crying and be like, I'm not going to be good at this. And just hurl my hands forward with a ball of sub-red.
Oh no.
Bursting into tears.
Fireball.
John, what are you? You see a streaking ball of flame going at you. What are you doing?
I am gonna build like a small wall using green in front of me and duck down behind it.
Okay. As you go ahead and duck down, you will for this sized wall, God, I think that's actually a decent amount of fucking Luxon. Let me double check my drafting tables. Oh yeah, you take 6 light sickness as you you duck down under a wall of green, and you'll feel kind of the heat emanating from the sides as you're hiding behind this wall, but it starts to die down, and you're like, oh Jesus Christ,
Oh, it's warm.
as the wall kind of melts down behind you.
And as the wall melts down, I just kind of fall back, sitting on the ground, and slam my hands into the ground. I told you I'm not good at this.
Good use of the third principle.
Yeah. That was a good one, Jan. Try to tone it down just a little bit next time.
I don't wanna.
Alrighty. Sylvanas, you have your court.
I still have the sort of bluish cricket back. It was blue, all right, that I did.
I believe so.
Okay, it was a bluish like cricket bat. I still have out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was yellow.
How much light sickness did
I can't
take
do
to throw
solid
in my
yellow,
ball?
so.
That's right. No, you couldn't do yellow. That's right. It had to be blue.
I am gonna draft a. Oh gosh, I don't know if I could do that.
Well, I mean, you still have the bat, don't you?
I still have the bat. I'm gonna try and. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be. I only have 4.
Awesome. Knock it out.
I'm gonna draft a red ball for myself.
You ready?
Can I also try and coat it with yellow liquid
On the inside?
on the outside.
Outside. So you know that yellow kind of deteriorates when exposed to light and air on the outside. So
it will produce light, though, right? Too.
Yeah, it'll produce light. So
okay, my goal is to make a really bright ball.
Oh.
Okay. Interestingly enough, if you really want to make a really, really bright ball, what you could do is make a. Let's see here. You can make a thin. You can make a very thin blue layer and fill it on the inside with yellow Luxon. And once you hit it with the bat, it would crack and be a big flash of light all at once.
That's really smart.
I'll keep that in mind for the future, but since I didn't come up with that, it wouldn't be fair to.
That's fair. All right. Cool. So red ball coated on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing kind of a rubbery red, or are you doing more of kind of a pyre jelly underneath?
Like a rubbery red.
Okay. Cool. How are you? How do?
I'm gonna just hit it with the bat as best I can at Saren.
All right. Athletics or sleight of hand, whichever your preference is.
Sleight of hand. Let's go. Let's go.
Alrighty. Saren, you will get a fucking hell of a very bright ball heading right at your face.
I'm still gonna do what I do best and try to punch the damn thing back. But I'm assuming it's a disadvantage.
So that's that would be a second principal one. So that'd technically be a Luxon reaction.
Because I have the knuckles out still.
Yeah. But then you would just dodge.
I mean, I just want to send back. You know, to be fair though, it's so bright. I'll dodge actually, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit it, because I would assume even if I tried to hit it back, I'd be at disadvantage.
Okay. Regular dex save, please.
I was like, if it's like I assume you're going for like a flash grenade, which I can't really.
That's kind of what I was.
It makes it really hard for me to punch it if it's just this bright light where I have to be like, I can see the general area. I don't know if I'm able to hit it. So I'm gonna take my dex save, which is. Oh no.
Oh. Ooh.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
You you try to skitter out of the way as this bright ball comes towards your face, but it kind of glances off the side of your cheekbone, leaves a bit of yellow
Ugh.
kind of splattered on there that
Good
slowly
hand.
disintegrates.
Woo!
Alrighty.
How much light sickness do I take from that?
For that one, that was what red with yellow. So
Yeah.
it's 3, I believe.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 3. No, 4.
Shit. All right. Well, as this happens, you see Sylvanas just pass out
Oh,
onto the
I
ground.
wanted to help her immediately.
Well, first one down.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus.
I'm
Anyways,
just gonna.
get
I
out
have
of the light.
3 HP. I'm gonna go ahead and make a. Are those beanbags still there that we drafted earlier? Or are they gone?
The solid yellow crate is very much so still there. The green would have disintegrated with the lack of focus.
You can use my
Yeah.
crate. if you want.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
only
kind of
one that's still
right there
sticking
in the
around
middle,
is the
so
crate.
That'll be
I'll
fine.
like
I'm gonna
like
pyro jelly up a beanbag for Sylvie.
Definitely not pirate jelly.
Not pyro jelly. Sorry, I'm gonna make a jelly. Nice little beanbag.
Okay. There would be a bean bag. You
2 HP.
take. Yeah. Ooh. All
I'm
right.
at 1.
Right. Well, I suppose group number 2 stood it out for a while.
No, I think I lost. Is what happened?
Yes. So you two are out for a bit. Cool.
Good job, Saren.
Sybil, what do?
DNF, baby.
I'm going to first. I'm gonna go ahead, grab the crate that I threw in the middle of the floor, scoot it back. Sorry, let me move this out of the way. Scoot it behind me. And I'm gonna look over at you. I'm like, all right, ready? Sure. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and draft the ball to be a orange ball, and I'm going to go ahead and chuck it straight at your kneecaps/feet area.
Oof.
I'm aiming for it to hit the floor first. I don't want to
So-
hit you, but I'm gonna hit the floor right in front of you. So that way it's not like going straight at you, but when it explodes, when it hits the floor, it's gonna
what
be
color was this again? Sorry.
orange.
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 It
So
would
it's gonna
kinda
be
splatter like paint.
it's a
wouldn't it?
big it's a bunch of liquid oil.
Yeah.
So if you
Alright.
try to dodge, I'm sorry.
You see her skin turn a vibrant orange as you see a ball flinging towards you of very, very thick, goopy substance. What do, Layla?
I'm gonna try and jump back out of the way.
You're dodging? All right.
Yeah.
Dex save. With no, just a dex save. Ooh. You get the entire bottom of your pants splattered with orange.
Oh man.
You'll be fine. I didn't want you to go and dodge in it and then like whoosh, everywhere. So I tried not to do something that'll singe your eyebrows off.
Good. A very important lesson. There are structures which can be blocked or dodged fairly easily. But if it's a more wide-ranging attack, say a fireball, as he looks over to Jan,
I am still on the ground, you moping.
then it is best to probably try to counter it or completely wall yourself off. Anyways, Tino, you're up. What do?
I am going to go ahead and make a blue ball. And at first, I think about filling it with something disgusting, then go like, wait, they'd love that. So I'm gonna fill it with soap.
Oh no.
Let's see here.
Do I witness this or what?
Little
I
bubble.
guess yeah, the closest thing would be like be a yellowy kind of substance. So All right. Yeah. So you will see his skin flash a very vibrant. You said blue base.
Yeah.
Yeah. A very vibrant blue, and then a less vibrant yellow. As what are you doing? You hucking it?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna whirl it up like a fastball and let go straight for his gut, for her gut.
It's
I'm a him.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I'm a
I
disgusting.
thought you were a lady.
him. No. Now I'm offended.
Your
We're 4-4.
profile's fairly androgynous, so
Yes.
All
Don't worry,
right.
he'll get older.
All right. That's how it's gonna be, huh?
What?
I would like to use my super violet.
Okay.
And let's see which one. Is it green? Can I? So I want to see if I can do this. Use my super violet and my green to make like a kind of like a net that bounces back. I wanted the ball to go flying back at him.
Okay. Go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
Oh,
Oh yeah. You'll see nothing happen at first, and then all of a sudden you'll see your ball of blue just launch right back at you there, Gino. Are you doing anything?
I figured since you did blue, it's a hard ball, so it's
Yeah.
not just gonna
um,
sploosh on me.
I want to draft blue and make like a paddle or a tennis racket type object and smack it right back.
You make yourself a paddle. Go ahead and sleight of hand check. Molly.
Oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucker cleaned.
I want this to happen
It's the
so
last
bad.
thing we do.
I want this to happen.
Oh my
Dice be
god. Said sleight of hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whoop, bing! As you bounce that back, but as you bounce it back,
Playing
it
tennis now.
since it's a fairly thin blue shell, it cracks, and all of a sudden, a large amount of yellow will splatter forward, blinding Mr. Arcus there.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Now you can't see, bitch.
I know, that's scary.
He's blinded by cleanliness.
Blinded me with sight.
By the way, Tina, you take a total of
Today's the day. The sun is shining. Arcus is clean.
6 light sickness.
All right. And I took 2 the first time, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so what I'm gonna do basically use my green and create like a leathery blanket that goes down in front of me that'll like kind of absorb the soap instead.
Okay. You take 6 light sickness.
Oh my
Oof.
god, he's got to be getting close.
Oh gosh, I am very close.
Well, actually, did you take the 2 from the netting that you made before?
No.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yes.
Yes.
I'm huffing and I'm puffing. And I
you're
might
feeling
blow the straw house down.
you're feeling very nauseous, but you hold out a blanket as this splashes all across. Ugh. All right. Well, very good. I think everybody gets the basics of the combat system now.
I guess since I'm 12, it was really quick. Like,
Right. Well, Very good job with everybody today. We will be teaching you much more as time goes on. But for now, good job. Good job.
You
We
guys
will
did it.
Sleepy
Good job.
time.
see you here soon.
For those of you that are still awake.
Arcus actually
I
smells
like
nice.
put
for a
Sylvia on my
change.
back. I'll get her to her room.
Is anyone else down?
Don't take her. So she's not passed out, but she's just very, very nauseous at the moment.
I'm gonna
okay.
just
And
dump her.
technically, I'm not down. I'm just on the floor
Yeah, he's just
pouting.
depressed.
Before, like a
before
little
you
kid just lays there staring at the ceiling, crying for no reason. That's what I got going on.
go ahead and make sure that you head to lunch, and then shortly thereafter you will be seeing Professor Ivana, the Subred Tower. Have a good day.
No more subred,
All right.
please.
I just lean up.
I feel like as soon as we all leave the room, we all look at each other and go, "So, Red Tower."
What are we gonna learn there? Or am I still like nauseous as hell? I'm probably just
I
like
think that's
You're
where
a bit
one of
nauseous,
us
but
is.
as you kind of start walking it off after a bit, you can go ahead and
Alright.
take a short rest and recover.
cool. I can roll for short rest. Let's see.
I will fucking take a short rest because fuck me, I'm at 1 HP.
Yes.
Yep, so am I.
You all find your way to lunch, take your short rests, recover a bit. Is there any conversation?
I need to go through my death saves real quick.
Oh, double sixes, baby! Max health!
Nice.
Oh! I got 14 HP
Shoot,
back. I
hold
didn't
on.
even need that much. I only
Okay.
did 11 total.
I'll roll for my I had to put myself back at 1 hit point, so
Yeah, you're
I'll just take 1 away from whatever I get on my short rest here.
You're fine. You're fine. All right. Well, so
Technically, you
you're not.
stabilize at 1 and then gain the HP.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why is it not? Oh,
You have to click.
There we go.
There's an actual. Yeah, I was like,
Hey,
there's an
there
actual
we
thing
go.
for it.
Sweet. All right. Everybody gets your food. Is there any
didn't show mine.
conversations that want to be had before we go into the next class?
I think I am good. I'm just a little embarrassed, so I'm probably gonna be silent for.
Nah, you and me.
John,
I
why
got
do
your
you
back.
keep-
I got your back. I
John,
got your.
why
I
did
went and
you
grabbed you
throw
your
that
food with
ball
mine.
so hard?
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Marcus. You actually, smell good for a change.
What'd you
You know
say,
I'm not
Jan?
good at sports.
Yeah, Arcus, I'm kind of surprised. You smell pleasant.
You're
Jan,
welcome.
you did great. You almost killed me
You
out
know-
there, but
You know,
it was pretty good.
I
You're
didn't know
just
how I felt about
saying
you saying
that.
you wanted to kill the
We
prisoner,
all know you're the more athletic
but you're a
one.
good dude. I pat you on the shoulder. Thank you. I don't remember the last time he's been bathed other than by his parents, but that's been years. Like, I have like a flashback moment of just thinking about how long I've had to deal with this fucking smell.
Trust me, we could all tell.
Sybil, weirdly enough, only one thought comes to your head. What about the ghost in the dungeon?
Yeah, I know. That's been haunting me, literally.
Literally.
Oh, I get it. Shit.
Yeah. As you guys are all conversing about that, Sybil's got like the thinking hard bubble up in her head, just like,
Sybil, are you okay?
but what about the ghost?
The what?
What about the ghost? Guys, how
Oh
have we
shit.
forgotten about that? Because I know I haven't. It's been in my dream.
What?
Where's the ghost?
Oh,
Ghost.
right, the ghost.
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
in your dreams part.
Oh, well, you know how if you think about something a really long time, and sometimes it'll recur when you're sleeping?
Have you seen the ghost?
No, I don't think. I mean, I do see, well,
I see things, just
I
not
do
the
see
ghost.
things. Yeah, but
Like
like, I figured
what?
that's just my
What
overactive imagination.
things?
The only ghosts I've ever seen are my parents in my dreams.
I just pat him on the head and then push his head down into his mashed potatoes, and I'm just like, shh, it's okay.
Sybil's just gonna hold out widget for you to hold. Just like, do you want a hug?
A little pat on the back.
You want a hug? She gives great hugs if you just forget about the teeth. I'm gonna like pull her closer to you.
Just forget
I'm
about
just
your
gonna
parents.
pet Stone,
Oh,
chilling on my
okay.
hand.
Fine.
Name is
My little
Stone.
I'll bring her
rock.
back up. She's just got her
His name
big
is
old things out,
Stone.
just like, okay. All right. Well, if you ever change your mind.
Damn, I thought food was.
Oh Lord. All right.
What's for lunch, guys? Jake
On
gets
that
that
note.
lunch, right?
On that very depressing.
All right. You all walk into class, and you'll see what looks like a very kind of homey, very nice area. There's
Homie.
there's some drinks on the tables if you so desire them.
Yes.
Welcome in, welcome in.
What kind of
Today we are
drink?
going to be learning a bit about your future instead of actual drafting. So
Oh, I don't
I'm
like
gonna be
that.
drinking all of these.
What kind of drink?
I don't know.
Uh,
I'm just drinking down in them.
No.
No, no.
Just
That's not
grab
a
the
very
both of
good
them.
idea.
We do not drink them until the teacher says we can.
I'm just gonna stare at
You
my
said we
cup
could.
and be like, my future's bleak. I already know.
all right. Everybody goes through their various shenanigans of finding a drink. And we'll go ahead and pop a squat all around.
I really hope that these aren't the 2-leaf ones because I already drink mine.
Wait, is this where we sit and ponder our orb?
You can ponder the orb. They're actually kind of more bowls, and they each have a little kind of flame inside. It's an
Ooh.
interesting deal. They're Luxon bowls.
It's divination.
Oh no.
Well, good to have you all sat. Now, there's a few important things that we must note
Oh.
beforehand. At the age of 16, that will be the point when all decisions will have to be made. Prior to that, think it over a great deal. That said, once you have a firm grasp and relative mastery over the drafting of Luxon, you will be presented a choice. There are 3 paths that you can take in life. The first is a standard drafter. They are individuals who will most likely go into the army direct. They are more specialized and will be given generalized, at least in your case, as polychromes, generalized battlefield command. There are also the Black Guard. They are the individuals who protect the white as well as the prism, though he is not exactly the most amicable to such things. And finally, you can become a mirror man, which is something of a policing force. Very few are accepted into the mirror men, but they will give you very unique training compared to any of the others. The Black Guard, think of them more as an elite specialized unit, do more about protecting than anything else. Mirror men, more about attacking than anything else. And finally, drafters, much more generalists.
Very heroic music for.
Yes.
I was like, wait, is this?
It sounds like Jurassic Park.
It's pomp and circumstance. We're graduating right now, guys.
Yes.
It sounded like Jurassic Park for a second. I just had this moment of.
Now, for the future of this year, you will be primarily training with General Denovis as well as Professor Steelheart. They will be teaching you mostly about combat techniques as well as drafting more extensive amounts. Does anybody have any generalized questions referring to anything in the future of this year or the following years?
Sure, there'll be more to come.
Sure.
But for right now, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
I
Well,
think I've done.
with
Thinking about this for a while.
I think it would be a downer question to ask how long we're gonna
Damn it,
live. So
Jinx.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, but in my head, and now I try to become a mirror man, working my way to the top.
but you could be closer to the prism if you became a Black Guard.
Oh, that's true too. Let me go be part of the military police. I don't want to be part of the scouts. Sasageo!
Sasageo. Alrighty. Cool. So, with that class done and your relative futures laid out before you, Everybody go ahead and firstly level up to 3.
Yeah.
Score 3 points, baby! Give me that
Level
empowered.
3.
Give me that
Magic.
empowered.
All right, I need to roll for HP.
You do that voodoo that you do so well.
We don't have to pay attention to the meta magic, right?
Uh,
You can't.
Yes, so metamagic is allowed.
Oh boy, another
You
3.
are you're allowed to pick anything except for quicken spell or twin spell.
Oh, okay.
Or transmuted spell, because you can't really do transmuted.
Yeah. Ooh, reroll that. Okay.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. First natural one is a reroll.
Not
If you
like
get 2, then you're SOL.
So,
Yeah.
sorry, which ones are we not able to do for the meta magic? The
quicken,
quickened.
transmute, or twin.
No twin, no transmute, no quicken.
No
Got
Q, no T, or no T.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did
No
I just miss
cuties.
there? What was that for?
Metamagic.
Oh, Constitution score increase.
Yes.
I have a
And then
question.
one more time. No twin, no transmute, and no.
No twin, no
Quickened?
transmute, no quicken.
Damn,
Oh,
Martian.
Okay.
Here, I'll take this down.
I has question.
Yes.
If I was to use subtle spell with either my 2 non-visible light spectrum, would that make it more invisible
So imagine
or harder to see?
Imagine
How would
subtle
that work?
spell as much more of kind of it shows up a lot less on your skin as such. So it may be less useful for things like superviolets, which only other superviolets could see, but it's very useful for things like orange or any of the other visible spectrum since
So what you're saying is I should not take that since I have 1 visible color.
yeah,
That
probably wouldn't be
was
the,
really my question.
the wisest, but that's for everybody.
Yeah, that was really where my question came from. Yeah.
As you guys are going on and making your characters level 3, so about the next month passes, and you guys become much more comfortable. Number one with Professor Danavis as well as Professor Steelheart, and your bodies become generally more used to larger amounts of drafting. And eventually, Sybil in particular, one night, hears from passing students about the apparent kind of odd sounds coming from the inscription area at the base of the tower.
Okay, you know what?
The ghost.
I've been hearing more about the ghost. I think you were right, Sybil.
Thank you. I'm always
Huh, wait, I just noticed the 2 name changes. What the fuck?
Scorched Earth.
And
Yay,
yay, fire.
Oh no!
Yay, fire!
Where did these come from?
Probably last session.
Yeah. All right.
You said
but I don't know.
inscription tower?
The inscription part at the base of the Prism's Tower.
Okay.
More importantly, as you're heading to your bedroom one night there, young Sybil, Lars.
It's a headache every time.
Beautiful.
Can't you have things
Why
in
did you
order?
put your bed there?
Dude, she's a psychopath. She's an absolute psychopath.
I can't.
My brain works different, all right? It has to be disorganized so that way I can make sense of
is crooked. There's all that space. What is that space behind it being used for?
my thoughts.
Khakis.
Oh, why it's empty?
Yeah. Wait, no. Y'all mean.
Me too.
Need a dab.
I'm just saying, there was kind of a walk right into that one.
Sybil, as you walk into your room, you will be greeted with an interesting sight. You will see the slightly longer-haired at this point Prism sat
Wait.
at your desk, kind of back, the back of the seat forwards as he's kind of leaning his arms.
He's in my room?
Yes, he is.
Creepy.
Okay. So the door is open. I can't just
Hold on.
close the door and pretend this didn't exist, right?
It's
This
the
is
first
the first time we've
occasion.
seen the
It's the
prism,
first
aren't we?
occasion. I'm
Oh
seeing
my
red
God.
flags. I'm seeing a lot of red flags here.
I'm just saying, this guy might have a friend named Jeff with an island somewhere.
I'm thinking more of a guy named Buck who
Yes.
likes to fuck.
Yes.
Okay. So I
as
see
you
that when
start
I
to
go.
walk
This
in.
is like real life. This
Oh
is
God,
this
yeah.
is happening.
He'll
Oh God, yeah.
yeah. So it's the actual Prism. It's Gavin. He's just grown out his beard somewhat.
Okay.
I look over. Oh, good. Welcome. Please sit down.
Gonna kind of hold on to Widget a little tighter. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sit right here, like on the wood of the bed, because I don't know where else to sit. Cause I'm very nervous. I mean, yeah, it's technically my room, but you feel free to make yourself at home, I guess. Actually, no, you probably pay for this, so technically this is your room. My bad.
I was about to say
I'm
you
gonna
just
shut up
told
now.
you just told God that you could have a
I
seat
know.
in your room.
I realized that as soon as I said it. But God damn it, I can't help it. I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna kind of like hold her a little tighter and just kind of like sit down and just kind of like sweat drop a little bit, just be like, oh God, I'm gonna die.
Wait,
I'm
this is
dying.
God?
I'm gonna die.
Technically,
This is fucking
Might as
Hitler,
well
dude.
be.
Man, he's the closest thing
She's
you got to
about
it.
to get virgin married. Somebody help her.
Ew.
No.
All right, everybody, shut the fuck up.
I have thoughts that are crossing my head right now of all of my class, everything like that, and I'm just like, well, it was good while it lasted.
So, there are a few things that I evidently need to express very explicitly. A few extra colors is not necessarily out of the norm. I would highly not suggest taking Superviolet.
Oh,
Do we have an understanding?
yes, sir, absolutely.
Good.
I'm staying away from
As
Supervisor.
soon as
Got
you
it.
say that, he starts walking out the door.
I'm just looking at Widget and looking at him, just like, what was there anything else?
The door closes behind you, but as
Widget,
Surprise,
pretty
surprise.
sure I think that he
Evil
forgot to kill me.
asshole.
What?
I don't think she understood Trace. I think we're all in danger.
What did he say? What did you say?
he said, just don't draft Superviolet.
Okay,
Do it in
I'm
your
gonna-
pool.
I'm gonna kind of like clutch her a little tighter. I'm gonna scramble off the bed and just like kind of like hands, knees, just like crawl over to the door. Make sure it's shut all the way. I'm gonna move one of my bookshelves over,
Close.
just, like try to like shove it over. Kind of like sit there for a minute, just like, okay, yeah, that happens.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
And I am one
5
hell
minutes
of a
later, knock,
pushy
knock, knock,
ass
knock.
super
Come on, we gotta
violet.
go look at the ghost.
You do hear a knock at the door and those words.
Sybil, come on. You said you wanted to go look at the ghost. It's been like a month almost. It's time we finally have free time.
What was that? What minute? Yeah, gotta grab my shit.
I'm
Stuff.
coming in.
No, don't. You
Why
can't.
is
you
you never lock your door? Why is it locked?
so it does open, but it
I'm gonna kind of
only
like
opens about an inch.
push my bookshelf back over. Like a bunch of my paint
trying to
supplies are all over the place.
push my head
All
in?
my paints are there.
What are you doing? Trying to lock yourself in the room now? Look, I
I'm
know
gonna
classes can be hard sometimes, but this is a little bit much, don't you think?
My hands are just covered in oil, and I'm just gonna. What? Nothing. We're good. Thanks.
I'd like to push the door open.
Kind of like, oh, paint. Yes, I was having a good time doing paint stuff.
You see her hands just hastily covered with paint and the
I'm gonna
tube
slap
on the
someone
ground.
widget too. Just like put it all over her head and shit. Just like, quiet. Okay. No, don't say anything.
I'll give you a minute. I'm gonna. Your head always gives me a headache, or your room always gives me a headache.
Roll an insight check as you're heading out. Oh, man, you ain't some shit.
Man, a +3 too. It sucks. Just go. Dude, roll 20 hates me. Just gonna go back down to the rest of the group, who I assume is waiting like
keyboard.
Yeah,
right
I'm
outside the
just
door, actually.
gathering a bunch of like my paint supplies and stuff, and like my papers that I have that are hastily drawn on. Just like shoving them inside my bag. I'm forgetting that I have paint on my face, and I'm gonna walk out the door.
I was like, I'm back with the group. Okay, so I'm pretty sure she's lost it. She's locking herself in her room. I think she's trying to get away from doing her studies.
Well, what exactly are we doing right now? But
she's
not
also
getting away
following
from
the
our
artist
study.
path. Well, no, I mean she's following like the full artist path. I'm talking locking herself in a room, covering herself in paint, going nuts. She even painted her. She painted her badger. She painted her badger. Like there's something going on.
I'm gonna come out with my.
Hey, how are you doing, Sybil? How you doing, Sybil?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Should you go get yourself cleaned up before?
No, you know what? I really like art style. I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Good guy.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Super Best Friends, Tino has as we have not had a chance to actually give you a full-on bedroom yet, I will go ahead and just make you.
You gotta go get the other one. Come on. I'm gonna drag everyone to everyone's room to grab the other people that need to make rooms real quick. So I still have to get them.
Oh no, we'll get there later. But Tino, you're chilling out in your room. Way too big. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Too small.
Too small.
Right.
Yeah. There we go.
Just right.
All right. And then
Puss in Boots was phenomenal.
Pets. You have Kitty. There is Kitty.
I has Kitty.
Kitty. You got orange kitty.
As you're kind of chilling out, just petting your cat, you will hear a soft knock at the door.
Oh, what? I wasn't expecting anyone. Walk over, crack it open. Hello?
As you crack it open, you will see a very, very old woman standing before you with almost completely blue, filled blue in her eyes. Let me pull this out, but you will immediately recognize her as the White.
I need to refresh.
Oh! What the bloody fuck?
Young Tino, so good to see you. May I come in?
Oh, hello, madam. Yes, absolutely.
Good. You'll see her kind of step forward and kind of lean forward on her crane, looking at your cat. How cute. I had 3 of those when I was growing up. Very nice.
Yeah, I find they're very good companions.
Oh, good. I wanted to talk to you briefly about something.
Yes, of course. Anything.
I'll need you to keep this in relative confidence, if you're sure.
Oh, I can keep a secret.
Good. I understand that your family was on the side of Dazen, and you may harbor some resentment towards the prism. And this is fine, I understand. But I have a request.
Yes?
There, next year will come a time when Gavin will take the polychromes for some in-person experience, hunting down whites and such. You will be close to him during these times. I would like you to report back to me anything out of the ordinary that he may do.
Hmm.
And, in turn, I could ensure some very prestigious options in the future.
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
Good man. And you'll see her kind of pat you on the shoulder. Remember, just between us.
What's between us? And I give her a wink.
Exactly. No, be good.
Push the cat. It's just between us two.
I've left you something. As you walk out, you see a small sack on the on your desk. That's kind of it's like cloth, but it's tied up at the top.
I bet it's hard candy.
Those little strawberry things.
You actually you open it up and
hope so.
It's a small stack of some what looks like cinnamon cookies.
Oh,
shit. Fucking
Close.
snickerdoodles.
Close.
Snickerdoodles.
I was not expecting an actual sweet treat. I was expecting like money or something. This is fucking great. We're 12-year-olds. I forget sweets are our fucking content.
Yeah.
legit. Hell yeah.
Bro, if
Buy me with
anybody can
snickerdoodle-
be
Fuck,
bribed
dude, you
with
can still
sugar,
buy
it's
me.
Jan.
Yeah.
In any case,
I am a thick boy.
Girl Scouts still get like $20 out of me every time they see me. So I mean, this is a fair opinion.
Fuck yeah,
In any
man. If only I
case-
wasn't on this stupid diet right now.
you will shortly thereafter hear a
Good on
knock at
you.
the door as Sybil is at your dorm room.
So,
Well, I mean both.
Oh.
Oh,
I-
wow.
she's
okay.
not.
Crazy. Here.
I'm not gonna let her knock. I'm just. Hey, Tino, you in there? It's time to go look at the ghost.
I just walk out holding the plate of cookies with like 2 stuffed in my mouth. We're gonna go look for the ghost?
Did you bake those?
Oh shit, cookies.
I'd say as I'm already grabbing one. Hey,
Your hands are already
appreciate
pink.
this.
You shouldn't even be touching it.
Hey, don't hit me.
It's fine. It's fine. You guys can
We're all
have some.
friends here. Friends share food. As I'm eating another one.
I didn't make these ones, but I can make a killer cookie.
Where did you
You-
get these, little Jasper?
Can bake.
Gotta pee.
Yes, yeah. I've been cooking for as long as I can
You
remember.
can bake. As I'm grabbing your shoulders and leaning in. Just the wide eye, like, you can bake?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Oh my god. You are my best friend now. I love you. I love you so much right now. We should bake. Like, I mean, you can bake and I'll eat the cookies. But like, this is good. This is really good. I like this. This is great. Oh, sorry.
That would have been the
Don't
moment.
look over at Saren. I remember personal space. I know.
I also look at him. I mean, also the paint.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Sorry.
You have
I
just
kinda, like,
various
reach over,
colors
like,
of
dust you off.
paint. Just
You try to
Like,
dust him
trying
off,
to
it just
dust
gets
you
more
off.
paint on him.
Okay, I'll stop. Stop. No hands.
Grab your arms and
My
move them
hands are gone.
back.
They're done.
Just looking down. This is a colorful reunion. I suppose if I need to draft anything later, I'm set up.
Yeah, see, that's good. And cookies.
Bro, my HP nearly doubled from this level up just because of the con. It was so good. It actually exactly doubled. I'm at 20. No, it's 21.
roll.
Never mind. That +6, baby. That helps.
Yeah, that really. I got a 3 again.
And just so I've got it written down on my
We both
notes,
got
what
3s last time.
was the name of the professor who came and asked me that?
that was not a professor. That was the whites. She is like the
She's the
second.
white.
She's the second in command of like
Oh,
everything.
yes.
Prism's right hand, and then Black is the left hand, essentially.
Yeah.
That's right, I remember.
The eyes of Odin, if you will. Although one of them seems to be very much rebelling.
Simply
That's
spying.
That is interesting to know.
Regardless, All right, you all gather up and find your way downstairs, where you kind of find. How do you guys want to go about trying to find the room of inscription?
Do we have any idea where it might be?
It's at the base of the tower, so underneath the hellstone.
Phenomena.
Okay. It takes you a bit, but eventually you find a very disused door, kind of in a corner, and you open it up and you see stairs down.
Last name on there finally.
We hear.
Is
we
it?
hear
Is
the
it?
ghost noise.
Do we hear the ghost noise?
You hear the soft breeze, but otherwise,
Does it just go down into dark? Does it just go down into darkness, or is it?
there's kind of very sporadic torches that go down, just little light sources.
I'll
Would
just grab
I be
the nearest
able
torch.
to draft ultraviolet around the fire and put subred in there to basically make a handheld torch?
Interestingly enough, with you and anybody else you can see super violet, you learned that you could kind of make a large glob of it, and it will slowly decay over time, producing superviolet light, which will make it so it's visible to you, but not to anybody else.
Ooh. Well, that's
So
helped
we can
me in
I'm
a
gonna
way.
keep that to
So.
myself for a while. Though.
Yes.
I'm gonna hang on to that one.
But if you guys actually wanted a drafted source of light, probably the best one would be yellow in like a superviolet container.
I'm trying to learn from my mistakes of my past and not be so like uppity about drafting things. So I'm gonna just grab a torch off the wall.
Okay. Heading downstairs, you see there's a decent amount of dust. You see a few kind of footsteps here and there, but it's not like this place is very well traversed at all. And eventually making your way down, it takes you guys probably about 20 minutes, but you're like, oh, jeez, as you fall to the bottom. And you will come out and see an interesting sight. So all around you, you'll see kind of these ivory, they look like large ivory kind of standing stones. And there's a area on top of what looks like an obsidian pillar that is kind of constantly producing these lights of various different shades. Going through, roll a perception check. Anybody who's interested.
I will go for it.
Said perception.
Uh-huh.
Perception.
Okay. Not the worst.
Let's see if I can perceive things.
Is it the fact that we're really only seeing three
Nope.
colors shown through these lights?
Nope.
No, so you could see more as it goes down, but
Straight up middle of the road for me.
yeah. But regardless, Sybil, it's kind of appropriate that you're the only one that notices this.
I'm gonna find this ghost.
As you're looking about, you're noticing a disproportionate amount of red on this ivory standing stone compared to the other ones. Like there's a lot more. Like it's almost there's a massive thick bar compared to the others, which are fairly thin.
This one?
Damn, boy.
Just
He thick,
so
boy.
Oh, like one of these.
Yeah, you're in the room of the inscription, and there's just a lot of red compared to the rest.
In which one?
So it's this one, but it doesn't really matter too much.
But there's a like big bunch of red in there that is not on.
Yeah, so all the other ones are fairly thin versions of their color. So you're seeing a thin line of blue, thin line of green, orange, red, yellow, or orange, yellow. And then those of you who could see superviolet, and one of them is kind of radiating a small amount of heat. But there's a disproportionate amount of red. Like there's a very thick bar of red on one of them.
Hello.
I'm gonna kind of like hold my head, kind of like point at it, look at the rest of the group, be like, "You guys see that?"
I don't believe I do.
Like
after she points it out, you can definitely see that there's a line of red.
I see.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, anyone able to see ultraviolet anywhere? Is everything here?
Everything.
Yeah. So superviolet, you see a very proportionate kind of thin line of it.
Yeah.
As long as it's somewhere.
Where are we?
The room of inscription.
We're where the ghost is.
So this is supposedly where they go. Well, no. So is this the room, or is it further down where it's supposedly at?
Very importantly, you guys are like, okay, well, it's supposed to be below.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go further down.
Concerned about that amount of red.
What?
You think it's like
I
Can I
walk.
walk over to the edge and look down?
Slowly but surely looking looking ahead. Just trying not to
Thank you for the follow.
lose footing.
Yeah. Just 1 second.
Oh dear.
Thank you for the resubscribe.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to do. I forgot to open the stream. I forgot to open the stream. Gotta give me the views.
Them views, boy.
Give me the views. Give me the views. Alrighty. Dope. So first we have Sybil over here, Layla heading towards there, and Sylvanas, you said you were also heading up.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. But yeah, you guys hear Sybil just saying that's really weird.
I'm gonna, as I'm saying it, I've got a hand that I'm reaching out to touch it for. And I just want to like see, and I'm gonna like kind of take it back, kind of like put it back, just like, should I? Yes. No, I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna just put my hands on it. I'm gonna put my hand. Do I feel like a bunch of red stuff? I don't know.
You feel a. This is interesting, actually.
I'm not sure I like it when you say that.
This is very interesting.
That's not good.
Oh no.
As you reach forward and touch the stone, you will you'll feel all of a sudden very, very passionate. Like you're like going. Then all of a sudden, everybody else, you see Sybil, even her hair turn red as a tomato.
No.
Oh no.
Sybil? Sybil? No, you're not
Taking
allowed
my
to do
hands
that
off.
anymore.
I'm like, I just wanted to check it out. I mean, like, wow, that's so red. Like, you seen this? Wow.
You see the bar has slightly been made smaller.
Oh. Hey. Wait. I don't think that's a good thing. I'm gonna back away from it, and I'm gonna like turn around to the rest of the group. Like, I'm gonna stick with you guys. So let's follow whoever has the light.
Go to the blue and see if the same thing happens. I'm gonna go to the blue and see if the same thing happens.
You touch the blue, nothing happens.
All right, cool, neat. Wait.
There's no like rocks rumbling around or like a trap that's set off because I touched the stone, which I probably wasn't supposed to.
Nope. You are just full of red Luxon at the moment.
Can I just like try and like will it away?
I mean, you draft it.
No, I don't want to draft anything right now. We're all in a deep and close space.
You can make fucking beans. You've seen us do that.
Draft a ladder so we can climb down.
Oh, wait,
with
that's a good idea.
As
Can I do
everybody, as theoretically, but as everybody
Jelly
is,
ladder.
As everybody is thinking about this, roll another perception check. Let's see if you could find your way.
All of us.
Yeah, whoever like.
Oh, I did the wrong thing.
I'm just
Ooh, high rolls.
Ooh, better
horrible.
roll.
Cool. Cool. So first things first, Yanni buddy, you You just want to get away from the rest of the group, and you go and you lean back,
Oh no.
and all of a sudden you feel something kind of click behind you
Oh
as
no.
you
Oh,
fall
no.
backwards and see see a passageway as you're kind of laying on your ass looking back at it.
Nice one,
John,
Shane.
I'm
did
so
you break
fat
something?
I broke the wall.
Oh my gosh! I'll sprint over to him.
Okay.
Pick him up.
As you're going through, let's see here. Anybody else who's interested besides the twins, go ahead and roll a intelligence check on View Stones
Oh man.
with advantage for Sybil,
Is it because I'm not smart? Okay, I'll take it.
as well as Saren. You two.
21.
Holy shitballs!
Fuck
Woo.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not too
Helped me out a lot. That advantage helped me out a lot.
I am so
Alrighty.
smart.
So
SMRT.
firstly, Arcus and
smart in
Layla.
the abstract way, guys.
MRT.
Ooh.
Arcus, specifically because you were hearing about all of the various dirts earlier today, and Layla because you're always nosy. You
Right.
you remember that there are areas of the world where if Luxon are being used more, then it gets less powerful. So, considering that this island is in the center of the sea and all of the seven satrapies surround it, and there's a bunch of hellstone on the outside of the tower that all lead to here. This could be the balance of magic usage in the world, and it's really weird that a lot of red is being used disproportionately for a relatively small population.
I'm still trying to think of getting a ladder down there.
The theory. The theory would go if there's that much red, then blue would have to be uneven, right?
See, that's the interesting thing. All the other bars are pretty darn thin. It's interesting because you're not seeing any sort of diminished magical power, but then again, the population's exceedingly low, and it makes sense because the Chromaria is made up of all sorts of students, right? So a disproportionate use of red would indicate that there's some sort of outside of the Chromaria force in probably the Blood Forest.
That might be who the war will be against them. Okay.
I like blood.
Well, let's get out of here and see if this whole ghost thing is real. If not, I'm going to bed.
Are you saying ghosts aren't real?
Yeah.
How would you know? How would you know?
I've never seen one.
There's
I'm
definitely
fairly
ghosts.
certain none of us have ever seen one.
Definitely ghosts. 100%.
As you all start making your way down the passage exposed by Jan and his deep sighs.
Do you need help up?
I just drag him.
He's still just sitting on the ground. Oh gosh.
I literally just look at him and I go, I got it. I grab him by the collar and I just start dragging him.
It's pretty fat. I don't know.
I was going to say, roll a strength check, my guy.
Bitch.
Have anybody to do it.
Athletics? Wow, gosh.
Yep. He's pushed.
Come on, yoink. Small girl pulls large man.
I don't wanna.
Following trepidatiously in the middle.
I punched a ball at you.
Alrighty. As
Just
you guys
remember, it's always been worse.
As you guys keep wandering down this very luckily discovered passageway, you guys will all find your way down into what looks like a very large circular room with a big pool of what looks like blue Luxon towards one end of it.
Wow, that's massive.
That's dope.
As you do, you hear
Oh,
It's the ghost.
Oh, thank you.
It's
no.
Casper.
Okay, so whoever decided
the
to try
ghost.
to hide down here and try to scare people, you can come out now.
As
Don't make me
as
the ghost.
you see this strange kind of liquid blue Luxon shift, you'll see something with 6 legs and kind of this very strange, almost Luxon interwoven structure step forward and out as the
6 or 4,
doors
Marshall. 6 or 4.
as the doors behind seal
no.
with blue Luxon. You'll hear
See, I told you it wasn't a
Okay.
ghost.
That is
don't
a
like this.
blue
I don't like this at all.
Demogorgon.
I don't
Uh,
like this. To start out, anybody who's interested, go ahead and roll a nature check.
Oh, I'm
Secondly,
down.
please roll a a fucking initiative order after the nature
Did
check.
I double
17.
no?
Oh no.
Oh, I
Initiative.
didn't. No, wait, I
Oof.
didn't. Okay, we're good.
Sybil, that shit is scary.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's not a ghost.
What did I get?
Um,
What did I get? What did I get?
Hey!
Oof. Oof.
Um,
I would say
John, you are
David and
definitely
I
going
hitting
before
the
me.
20s.
Finally
Brandon with
getting a 20. Holy
All
shit.
right. So to start out with, Jan and Sil, you guys will look over and notice. Oh God, that thing is.
Massive.
That thing is a what's colloquially known as a Luxon glutton.
Luxon glutton. Oh,
They,
It's a
uh,
Demogorgon.
Oh, Luxgun!
they commonly form up around areas, large sections of Luxon, and slowly feed on them over time.
holy
Uh,
smokes.
They incorporate the ability to control the Luxon while they have enough of it consumed, and it does literally alter their body as they do
Why the hell is
That
this
thing is the
down
Lux
here?
Gluck 3000.
it.
The
This
Luxgluck.
this thing is massive compared to what it should be.
It's been bathing in the blue Luxon.
Yeah, this sucker must have been down here for a fucking while.
Yeah, why? That's the big question. Why the fuck is this down below our school?
Yeah, no
For
kidding.
this reason exactly, we're being tested.
Maybe.
Also,
but-
remember this room was sealed.
Tested.
Yeah, there's probably a reason this room was
Does any-
sealed.
Hey, does anyone hear boss music?
Nope, not at the moment.
Hey, where are
Do
your
I-
red glasses at?
Do I or
I
I
need
guess,
blue ones for this.
I will. The one
do I
thing
know
that
this
I
to be
will.
hostile at all?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, all right.
You guys are drafters.
It
This
doesn't
thing
hurt to
needs
ask.
lesson.
Try to pet it, bro.
I'm gonna look over at Layla. So no ghost then?
No ghost.
So no head.
No boo. No boo.
Is there light down here?
Bad.
Yes, the Luxon pool itself is a great source of light. But the one thing that I will allow everybody to do prior to combat starting and end of session is pick out what glasses you're planning on putting on if you are.
My
Nah.
super ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet glasses, copy.
Okay, first question. So with that, the jacket that I got, would I be able to use the red liner on the inside to draft from?
Yes. It'd be relatively small. You'd have to like take it off and lay it out basically.
Okay.
But that would give you full efficiency for the 1 cube. But if you're planning on drafting any more than that, you would have to use your glasses.
Okay.
Do we get through a turn of combat? Unless people need to get off. I
I
don't know.
don't think so.
It's only 12:30.
Some of us. Well, I'm sure you still have work tomorrow, Marshall, don't you?
Nah, dude.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
on
well,
my,
some
I'm
of
on
us still
my
have work
vacation.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll do green, I guess.
Green spectacles. All right.
I'd like to have red ones ready to go, but I'm going to be using some other stuff still.
So it's still going to be, no matter what, it's going to be an action to switch your glasses.
I wouldn't need to switch glasses for the other thing
Yeah. So.
because of it's being a blue room.
Yeah.
Well, this being a blue room, before I decide, would I be able to see any superviolet light? I figure it's possible in a blue room.
Yeah, it would be more abundant. It'd be a little bit tricky, but it's definitely a lot more abundant than orange or subred would be. And as far as
Well, I
subred goes,
mean-
you're mostly drafting off your own body heat at this moment, since this is kind of
as
a
a
dark damp.
probably sweaty fellow, I don't feel like that's a huge problem, but I'm still gonna put the subred glasses on.
Yeah, so subred's interesting. Your eyes kind of hyper dilate, and you start to see in thermal vision when you have those on. So
Dope.
Looks down. Why is it so cold?
Man, there's a lot of 12s.
Holy shit! Yeah.
It's okay. We
Cool.
all know who's going last.
Let's
Me.
see here.
Oh, Evan.
I hit a 0, homie.
He's got a natural 0.
John and Sylvanus, go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7.
Pick a different one.
I'll take
5.
6.
You rolled the same again.
Okay. Sylvanus is going first then.
Sick. All right.
Let me. Creature initiative. Nope. Wow. That is almost worse than Jan's.
It's a natural 1 exactly, isn't it?
That it really, unless he has a bigger minus to initiative, can't get much worse.
Yeah. Which I'm guessing it's either just a fucking 0. It's either a 1 or a 2 is my guess. Either way, I'm not too worried about it.
Okay, here's a real question, just because I'm emotional, and this could be useful later. If I was to get so scared that I peed myself, could I draft subred off the heat?
Oh my
You
god.
could also drop yellow
no.
off the liquid if you had someone around to
he,
do
he,
that.
he got draft yellow.
I know, I'm just saying. Color.
It would be really ineffective.
This
Take my
fucking
piss power.
guy.
I had to ask, because
fair.
this
No,
thing
you did.
drinks Luxon, and we are a snack. This is a troll in the dungeon, boys.
So that's how you distract
And
it. You
girls.
just go pee in the
Troll
corner.
in the dungeon.
And then it'll go
I
after
just thought
the
you ought to
urine.
know.
Oh,
Okay,
fight.
where the fuck was the?
I've been waiting for so long to punch stuff. I just want to punch something.
Okay, punch it.
Let me punch the damn thing.
Alrighty. Regardless, Layla, you are starting out.
Are we going?
Are we?
Up to everyone else if
Yeah.
you want to go for one round.
I'd be down for one round.
I can
Remind
do
me.
one. I can do one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Just
gonna
to
put my
see how
subred
this-
glasses on.
Okay. You see in thermal vision.
Am I toasty in my puffy jacket?
Yes, you are more toasty than normal.
Hell yeah.
Especially since you're sweating because there's a giant scary beast in front of you.
Yeah. I'll try and make a ball of fire and
Icy
throw it at
jacket.
him.
Okie dokie. Yeah. So, just a regular one by one ball of fire, or are you going bigger?
I'll go bigger.
Okie dokie. How much?
2 by 2.
Okay, 2 by 2. Fuck yeah, but let's make it this way. Drafter, there we are. Very good. Okie dokie. So you're going to go ahead and for the 2 by 2, take a 12 light sickness and start feeling extremely cold
Oof.
as you launch a 6-foot fucking ball of super, or rather sub-red at this bitch. Jan. There you go. Okay. Cool. So, as you do, that is a big ass thing. No. Alrighty. Yeah, so for that amount, that's a D. That one's a D8 plus your whatever your spell modifier is.
It's actually for early game.
+3, so 6.
6. Sweet. Alrighty. So get used to this at this point. A standard one will do a D4. Or oh shit, I actually did the number wrong. So it's D4, D8, D12 for that. So I actually should have had you roll a D12. I'll do D12. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So for the whole rest of the game, it's going to be D4, D8, D12, and it's going to be an injury-based system. So I have a table that, depending on where it hits, will cause an injury to you. And if it falls into the D4, it's a minor injury. And if you get multiple minor injuries, it becomes a major injury, that sort of thing. So, cool. You launch a ball of fire at this thing, and it does not do a good job at dodging as this massive 6-foot ball slams into it. You'll see kind of Layla catching her breath as you see a good chunk of this thing's side singed, burnt. Yeah, you'll see what looks like kind of blue Luxon go to fill in the patch on the side. Sweet. You move it?
I'll move like over here. Freaking out.
You could get like that far. Or you could get
That's
like that
fine.
far.
Yeah.
That far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just away so we're not bunched up.
Oh. Very good. Cool. For your defensive action, what are you going to do? Dodge, block, or dodge, counter, or block?
I'm gonna dodge because I just took a lot of.
Dodge.
I don't feel great.
Yeah, you were very chilly at the moment. Alrighty, cool. Syl, you're up.
So, me, right? Okay.
Yep.
Or Sybil or
Syl.
Oh,
Syl.
Syl. Okay.
Sylvanus.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and draft a. Can I draft with? I'm gonna try double drafting, so this may or may not work.
Okie dokie.
Because I wanted to try and draft a bow of some kind. So like
Okay.
a blue, or no, I guess it'd be green the entire way because it needs to be flexible.
Sweet.
So a green bow, probably with a red string, something that's a little more flexible than the limbs of the bow, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, very good. So for that amount, I'd say that fall into the 6 light sickness category.
Okay.
For just the bow itself, are you looking to do arrows as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Out of
it's going to be an additional 2 per light sickness.
Additional 2 light sickness per arrow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
your total for the bow itself is the green plus the that's what.
So green plus red is going to be 5.
Going to be a decent amount. Yeah. So you're in the higher category for that one. So it's
that's
6 light sickness for the green, and then for the red, that would be the 3. So.
Oh shoot. Okay, so that's a full 9.
9. Yeah.
Okay.
But you now have a bow.
There's still some stuff I need to figure out then with the how drafting with the light sickness stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll draft a single arrow and fire at it if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and use your I believe spellcasting modifier, and we will go ahead and
my spell attack modifier.
Yes. Which is.
Am I able to do this through?
Yeah, I think if you click on it, did that work? No.
Did that work?
Yes, it did. Fortunately, it was a shite
roll.
roll.
Yeah, that was a shit roll. All right.
Yeah. So you end up kind of pulling back, and it unfortunately kind of skitters down, probably about 20 feet in front of it, and you're like, "Ah, shit." What was the arrow made out of, by the way?
It was just the blue Luxon, or the
Blue
hardest
Luxon.
Luxon that yeah.
Blue Luxon. Okay, sweet. Cool. Cool. All right. So are you moving?
I'll probably. Is there any structure, or is this just a big empty room?
This is largely just an empty room. There's a decent little wall that kind of separates the fountain area from the rest of it, but otherwise, no, not really.
I probably won't. No, I'll probably not move. I'll just stick around.
Okay. And what would be your defensive action?
Dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yanni boy, otherwise known as John.
I'm assuming this thing is walking towards us. Is that correct?
At the moment, it's starting to seem like it's going to be heading your way.
Okay, so what I want to do, I want to use my orange glasses, and I'm going to try and aim for the spot where its foot is going to land and just get like a hunk of slippery gunk right under where it would step to try and get it to slide out.
Okay. How extensive are you going to be using the material? Are you going to only be looking for that 1x1 amount of material, or the 3x3? Okay. 1x1. Very cool. All right, so you're just chucking it like up here?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So you chuck it forward, predicting its generalized area of walking. Very good. Cool. You moving?
Where am I?
You're right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really any place I think I can move, so I think I'll move like here-ish, if that will. Oh wait, that's fine.
Like forward?
Yeah, forward, like right there.
Yeah, easily enough.
All right,
cool. And what's your defensive action?
And I'm gonna dodge.
Dodge. All right. Saren, yep.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm gonna use my yellow glasses. I'm gonna pull blue from the room and then fortify it with yellow. So that's 4 points, right?
What are you making?
I'm gonna make kind of a shield.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. So that would be, I believe, 4.
Sadly, no padding, but I don't want to add the red because that's a lot of extra HP.
Alrighty. Yeah. So easily enough, you make yourself a shield. You can do
I
that.
hit with
You could.
this shield?
I mean, yeah. So theoretically, you could make that as your defensive action, a structural defense, if you wanted to, for that, and then make an actual attack, or
Well,
you just
so I'd actually like to move up.
Move up. All right.
Here-ish. Yeah, as far as I can get, I guess I'm farther back. I didn't realize how far back I was. I don't want to be that far back. Well,
you get up to almost where Jan is, or John.
That's fine.
Is.
That's fine. I'm gonna just hold my action until it gets closer, and I'm gonna make a hit on it when it gets close. So I can do that.
Cool. Very good.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna defend the group. I'm gonna try to help anyone that it tries to target that's within my range. So there's not many, sadly, but
okay.
Actually,
So
could I maybe be closer to Tino so that I can try to cover more people with that blockage?
Sure. So in that case, we'd make it so your action is to actually draft the shield, and then your defensive action would be to do a counter. So you take in Luxon, any sort of offensive action, you would counter. Alrighty. Cool. Next up, Arc. You're up. Arc.
Well, I'm gonna move up as close to John as I can. Try to go like right there.
Yep, easily enough. You pop right between Tino and Saren.
And I'll let one rip between the two as I'm walking by.
I hate you. God, I hate you.
This is not the time.
This is why you wanted a single friend for the beginning of this campaign, because someone had to make sure that they could deal with it.
Someone had to make sure you had friends.
I understand now. I understand your thought process.
You don't know me.
All right. Cool. What else are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna use my purple Luxin.
You mean super violet?
Yep.
Okay.
Violet of purple, super. Could I make one of those like I don't know what they're fucking called, the things that you spin
Bolas?
around? Yeah, bolo things.
Yep.
Yeah. And I want to try and
Let's see. So to do that effectively, you would have to mix in some sort of harder element as well to it.
well, I guess
Or
blue.
something flammable could also work.
I could do red. It's not going to hurt me as much.
Trace, I'm sorry. How much light sickness did I take?
For the orange, that's just a standard 2.
Okay.
What's going to
Cool.
hurt me
So,
the less, blue or red?
definitely blue.
Blue. Okay. All right. So I'm doing red then.
Okay. Let's see what the exact amount is. So considering the bolas, you would start out with the red. And either way, it's going to be the exact same. So 7 light sickness as you create your little bolas. So yeah, what you could do, interestingly enough, is kind of a section where it's kind of a thin layer of the rubbery, but then very much so pyre jelly on the inside. So as soon as it hits the area where it's still on fire, it would detonate.
Perfect. I
Alrighty,
like traps. I like
go ahead.
tricking them.
Go ahead and do a d20 with your spell attack modifier.
Which is +4, I think. Yeah. You said d20 though. It's a 14.
Okay. That's actually not too bad. It kind of takes you a few good swings, but you manage to fling the bola forward, and it barely catches one of the top ones on the flame itself, and you'll see it burst out. Go ahead and roll a d4 plus your spell modifier.
D4 plus 4, blip. 7.
Sweet. Alrighty. Yeah, another good bit of damage has been done to the creature. Very good. That's your movement action. Alrighty. Defensive action. Dodge, counter, or shield.
I'm gonna shield.
Shield. Alrighty. So do you create like a blue wall in front of you, or?
That's gonna hurt.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So to get it to an actual extent where it would be able to block, like, it would actually be able to block a decent range. Like from here to here. That would be 6 light sickness.
I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
John, there is currently a blue wall in front of you that goes up to about the middle of your chest.
Trying to keep the essence in.
Thanks, Arcus.
Sweet. All right, Sybil, you're up.
Okay. So how far can I move this way? Well, I'll move there. Yeah. Over in this area.
Cool.
We can do movement and then we can do the cast, right?
Yeah. So movement, offensive action, defensive action.
I would like to go ahead and wave at this thing and say, "Hey, you!" And then I would like to draft a. I'm still red, right?
Yeah. You have a shit ton of that red left.
I would like to draft a giant yoga ball, big old yoga ball, and fill it with sub red. And I'd like to shove it, like roll it towards it. And I'm gonna like catch. And I'm gonna just throw it that way.
Downward facing dog.
Holy shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Bombs us all inside.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
that's all he says. Wow.
I
Oh,
hate
no.
when he does that because you just know that means big numbers are
This
coming.
is me summoning Satan all over again.
Also,
isn't it?
no.
we just talk about how you rolled a D100 on here and it said, yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Trace. The D100s are still in their favor.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that favor.
All right.
You hope that's in our favor.
Hope so.
Something.
Maybe.
So you guys are going to see a monumentus ball appear in front of you guys, like almost 2 stories.
Oh no! But I just said yoga ball.
Sybil, don't do that. You're gonna fall over and pass out.
As
Oh.
as you do take about 50 light sickness.
Oh,
Okay.
someone doesn't feel very good.
And you fill the entire sucker with subred as a crystal, and you take another 50 light sickness.
Okay.
And you feel kind of a
Okay.
pressure building as you blast this monumentous ball forward. It smacks into this creature, and as soon as it goes into the flames, you'll see a massive explosion go off as
We're
there's
just
blue
gonna like
luxen
look
flow
over at you guys. Just
everywhere.
be like, Duck!
I'll
There's-
use my shield to block as much of it as I can for someone.
you guys are fairly fine, but
I had a
this
shield
whole
up.
area is a crater.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna kind of turn around to you guys.
I'm gonna fucking.
Sorry.
You
You
can't do
still have
that.
eyebrows?
Is
You're
combat
dead.
still happening?
Yep.
Okay.
You did.
This creature looks fairly
Rough.
old, but it's still up.
Damn, I can't believe
no.
it's still up after that.
It's okay. There's still one person left to go.
And you look over, and Sybil's fine. She looks
What?
stressed, but she's fine.
like- Sorry, guys. My bad. I overestimated.
Sarah's
Just like
jaw is
sweating a little
dropped.
bit.
The fact that she's not like convulsing on the floor right now or something.
Saren's
How
just
are you
choosing to
alive?
ignore the fact that that's happening right now. Like, nope, that didn't
She
happen.
not
Nope,
dead.
nope, nope.
I was really hoping it would be a smaller size.
You guys said she wasn't a prism.
Would have been
99.
if you didn't, number one, have a monumentous amount of red luxen still stored up in your body.
Yep.
Number two, get a 99 on the dice.
Yeah.
Cool. Defensive action.
So casual.
Shields.
Shield. Okay, you shielding yourself.
Yeah.
What are you making it out of?
Can I make it out of the red that's left over? If I'm still feeling.
Your red is gone.
Oh, okay.
Tapped
All
out
right.
red.
Then what was
You've
I?
got a lot of blue around you.
Yeah. I'll do blue.
You super violet.
You do
No.
a.
Make
I
a
just
net-
look over, just absolutely not.
Make a net trap.
She had a
Borrow
talking
my
to.
Borrow my glasses if you want.
Gets told by fucking Hitler, hey, don't do this. And you're like, okay, goes around, hey guys, guess what?
Do not do this. No, no, no.
I don't know that.
You'll never do this. You'll never do this.
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing a blue since that's what's in the area, and I'm gonna try and draw from that to make it into a shield.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough, you create a fairly substantial wall in front of yourself.
Okay. Just for my, yeah, I can only do it for myself, right?
Yeah. So you go ahead and make a really, really thick wall. Like, there ain't nothing getting through there. You take 12 light sickness. Cool. Dino, you're up.
All right. So, just curious here. Oh, it's far.
It is far, but
It's also in a crater.
yeah.
Sorry
And
about that, guys.
You guys are drafters, which means you could literally build up enough pressure behind your Luxon that it fires off like a musket ball.
Okay. So I'm going to put on my green sunglasses.
Okey-dokey.
Oh, no. And I am going to conjure one of those like throwing discs with a blade.
Chocolate?
Shoot again.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That works.
I'm
More
just
like
trying to
what,
picture
like,
it. Are
like
you
what
like?
Xena uses.
Okay,
Sivir.
yeah, I got it now.
Sivir.
Yeah.
All right, you sending it at him?
Oh, I am absolutely throwing that motherfucker at him.
Okay. Spell attack modifier plus a d20.
And
I think you
my
could.
attack modifier
Yeah,
is
you should just be able to click like there's a little dice button next to it. So yeah, like you could do that. Like if you go to the actual spells page,
spells page. Gotcha.
yeah, then you'll see a spell attack and there's like a little dice next to it that you can click. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay.
And then a d20.
No, so that automatically rolls a d20 for you.
Oh, okay.
Man,
And my spell attack is +3, so
you send that some bitch spinning, and it just kind of limps down right next to Sylvanas' arrow.
Damn it. That's what I was afraid of.
Well, guess what, guys?
It's okay. It's okay. We'll get there
It's gonna be the
eventually.
creature's turn now.
Not yet. Tino, defensive action.
So then I'm going to use blue Luxin to conjure up a big old circular shield, like a Captain America style shield on my arm.
Okay.
Yeah, Captain America, Steve.
So the first one was going to cost you 2 light sickness, and then this one is going to cost you. What did I say for? Well, actually, you had yellow in yours, so another 2 for the shield.
Cool.
Alrighty. Correction. Now it's the beastie's turn, and he looks pissed.
Yeah.
As I can imagine.
You know what really sucks is you are
You're
all the
telling
way over
me we
here.
drop a
Yes.
2-story bomb on this thing and now it's upset?
You can see
I mean, I think it was
crawl.
upset when it happened.
You guys see it crawl its ass out of
Oh,
the fucking
no.
crater. It's just
Please
gonna
don't look at me.
yell.
Slip?
Please don't look at me.
Does it hit the
As,
trap?
Does it slip on the orange?
That's the fun part.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
It flies, don't it?
No.
Flies, don't it? Oh, God.
Do not.
It screams and then it walks forward a few more.
It drinks it.
Nope. It manages to. You see, like one of its legs kind of slip out from under it, and it looks like it's about to tip over, and it catches itself with a natural 15.
Son of a bitch.
No.
In any case, you did manage to slow it down by about 10 feet, so congrats.
It doesn't make it to us.
But it does get about this far. It'll look out, and you guys will see the Luxon kind of creeping from it and starting to spread forward underneath you all. Alrighty. Defensive actions of most people. Anybody with a shield manages to block it. And then those of you who took the dodge action, go ahead and dodge.
What if
Is
we
that
haven't
dexterity
taken
saving
our
I got you,
defensive action
John.
yet?
You.
Then you are allowed to take your defensive action as a reaction. So, which
am
one
I
do you
also
want to do,
technically-
Yanni?
Yeah,
Am I
since
able
you
to give someone
chose
advantage?
not
Because
to-
that was technically what I was trying to do on my turn, was give anyone advantage
Um,
to this thing attacking him.
So the
We'll go
actual
ahead and just-
shield, no.
I'm gonna try and dodge it. It's not gonna go. It's gonna go real bad though.
Dodge. So you do get the dex save with advantage
Oh,
if
okay,
you take the dodge action.
thank Christ.
No, you gotta fight.
Nope, it's even worse.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The
man.
shield from Arcus counts for me, right?
For you, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
thanks, Arcus.
Alrighty.
Don't mention it.
Layla,
Literally.
go ahead and do one more dex save, please.
Don't say anything.
It is the you that I believe in. It's the exact same. Oh no, that's the exact same as Sylvanas', which is perfect. Alrighty. So you guys managed to dodge out of the way with little to no consequence. On the other hand, there's Yanni boy, who takes a shard to the Ooh. He takes a shard to the left leg as you get a minor injury of a cut across the ankle. So your speed will be reduced by 5.
Across the jugular? Damn.
Death. Instant death.
Candy bar for you.
And with that, you guys will see the blue Luxon kind of seep back and start to crystallize in these little chunks around the creature's body, particularly in the very burnt side of it.
It heals.
Jan, you're up.
Fuck.
Well,
You have
being that he
action and a
just cut
movement.
me, I'm gonna go ahead and channel my inner crybaby, and we're gonna go ahead and scream and channel some subred.
Okay.
A lot of it.
Oh, okay.
A lot.
You going for like Layla amounts?
Well,
Please don't.
you took
I
like
didn't
what,
realize it would
like
be that much.
100 and
12
something
or
damage.
Oh no,
You-
no. That's Sybil. Layla did
Yeah, that's simple.
Sorry,
Layla did the
my
basic
bad.
fireball.
My bad. Wrong person's.
Yeah, she took like what, 12 light sickness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 12 for a
What
2x2.
what would it cost me for, like, I don't know, like 18?
Oh. So mixing that would be a mix of the 6 square feet of material and then another 2 feet worth. So it'd be about 8 feet worth of material.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop an empowered spell, and I'm just gonna, as I'm screaming, just this ball of Luxon just shoot out of my mouth. Just fucking bam!
Rudolph!
You shout.
All
You're gonna
right,
shout him
well,
to death.
I have an
Go
interesting one.
Joaquin!
Oh,
Okay. So I'll need a
Definitely gonna use
a
empowered
D8
spell.
and a D12 from you.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and drop D8, 6, and then D12, 4.
Cool. And what's your spell modifier?
My spell modifier, like the modifier or the spell attack?
The modifier.
2.
2. Alrighty. You guys will see Jan just like throwing a tantrum, just like arms and legs slamming as he stands up and yes, you just see a ball of flame burst out of his mouth and slam into the other side of this thing, lighting the other side on fire.
What does the empowered spell actually do in this circumstance? Because it usually says you can re-roll up to 1 of your damage dice.
Yeah, so you are more than welcome to re-roll the D12 if you so desire.
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, all right.
I'll take that.
Well,
I'll
you
take an
re-roll it
extra
as it. Is it re-roll or is it add on?
It's a re-roll.
Yeah, empowered spell. When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll up to 1 of the dice. You must use the new roll.
Sweet. Alrighty. Yeah, you deal a decent amount of damage to this thing. It is looking haggard, but not out. All right. You move in there, Mr. Yanni.
Well, not very quickly. I am not the most spry individual, and I have a cut on my ankle, so I'm upset.
Got about
Limping his
25
ass
feet.
away.
We're gonna start heading towards the door over here because we ain't about this shit no more. We're done. Like, I didn't want to be here in the first place.
There is no door, my friend.
You run towards the Luxon-covered door.
Rah!
All right.
That's it. That's all I got.
Good. Well, congratulations on your first taste of combat all. We will go ahead and meet here next week to conclude the troll in the dungeon fight.
Yeah.
And finish up our last session as 12-year-olds.
Yep.
Yay.
Whoa.
Good night, y'all.
I gotta
I gotta
get
go
to
to bed.
bed.
Night,
You guys have a good one.
I was gonna say I gotta be up
Good
in
night.
Tracy,
5
you up and off?
hours.
No, chill on.
You want to play some Arm?
Sure.
Oh,
Oh,
Evan, Brandon, did you see Steve's text?
Yeah.
I did.
If
I
you
just
watched
haven't
if you
had
watched my stream, you would know he was
time
watching.
respond.
Oh,
Yeah, I just haven't had any time with everything going on. By the way, I will be missing next week.
What?
Oh.
I'm sorry. My friend who just got engaged bought me a concert ticket, and I didn't know until like yesterday
yeah, you're fine.
because I haven't been
How
going to anything.
dare you? It's okay.
you'll-
Your character is running towards the exit
Yeah.
right now. Anyway,
You'll-
you did your piece.
You'll come back
I
as
was
a
gonna say-
13-year-old. It'll be fine.
I was gonna say there's not a lot I can do. I knew I was gonna be missing, so I took a shot that put me down to 2 health. So if I need to, I can protect myself, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. I'll even text you a reminder that
Yep.
my 2
This
is for healing myself purposes. The rest of it is gonna be please run away.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is Jan's isolation arc. He starts isolating himself after this fucking horrible instance. That's why we don't see him for pretty much the rest of the year.
Well, you guys are pretty darn close to the end of the year anyway, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
yep. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
Who's
Bye.
that?
I
Good night, friends.
Good night.
Wait, there's a munchie out on the
I really
table.
thought that it was gonna be a ghost. I really did. I thought it was gonna be a ghost. I thought it was
The
gonna be like,
hopes
let
and
me
the
tell you all of
dreams.
these beautiful secrets. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's pita chips.
Well, congratulations
not-
on.
I did not think that it would be that big of a fucking yoga ball. I was like, oh cool, I can just roll it towards it and it'll explode when it goes. And then you're like, massive. I was like, oh no. Oh
Pretty-
no.
Pretty fucking big. Oh, Lord.
My thinking was
Yeah.
either the yoga ball or it was gonna be, okay, we could try and maybe like talk our way out of it. And then you're like, no, this is a hostile creature. I was like, never mind. I don't think we can.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, congratulations on having the person sit down with you and be like, get a clue.
Yes. That was scary. I was like,
Damn.
holy shit, I'm gonna die.
I wish
I'm
we would
getting
have gotten
hurt.
her to try mine when we were in the room. Now it'll never happen.
I don't even want to know
I
what
should
would
have
have
been
happened.
more pushy.
All I know is I have to stay away from ultraviolet, apparently.
Don't draft super violets, at least not
Or
in public.
superviolet, yeah. What does that even do?
It's kind of a silky substance, so it could either be like super brittle or really silky, but it's invisible. So
Oh, gotcha.
Silky smooth. I thought I did all right in
Can,
combat against Jake.
yes.
Can
That
super
was-
chromats see all of the colors, or is it just the they can
We
just
can-
use colors to their best ability?
We can
Um,
differentiate between shades.
Yeah, so you could differentiate
Oh,
all the
gotcha.
all the hues of it, which means that you could draft perfectly in the center of the color if you have the skill for it, which is the strongest version of that Luxon that you can make. Interesting fact. Now that you ask about being able to see it, you are you realize that you are able to see good old super violet.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Can Saren also see superviolet? Oh.
Believe
Nope.
not. No.
No, I cannot.
I thought you were also one for the super chromat. Or is
I
that
am.
just because
She is
of...
a super chromat. She is not a super violet.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
What he said. Piss me off.
That is a terrifying creature. I do not like it. Literal troll in the dungeon.
There's a troll in the dungeon. I just thought you should know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's fun to get into the combat. I'll be excited for the point when I no longer have to be like, okay, do this, and everybody's like, yeah, I get it.
Oh,
Come on, bro. You want to swap me?
Oh, Trace, I had made notes in here. Did you want me to share those with you if anyone else needs to look at? Because these aren't specifically for Sybil; these are just for a compact version of the notes that you have so far. It's in my Google Docs though, so I don't know if I'm like able to share that or not.
Yeah, if you'd like to go ahead and share just through the
Oh, I see.
just paste it in the D&D notes tab.
Share.
Yeah, it's very notes heavy. You know what? I'm going to just pen this.
very nice.
Because I'm going to need it forever. Oh yeah, pen it. There we go.
I finally changed it so I had my last name on there.
I don't know if you guys would be able to access that. Marsh, try accessing that if you can.
Yeah, I could access it. It's fine. Oh,
Able to have people edit, or is it just comment?
I think it's just comment. I don't know.
I can just comment. I can't edit.
But regardless, there's that. There's Bunny Hadger.
Trying to figure out how to do it.
Oh god, I love it. It's just fucking.
I tried to make it all neat and orderly. And I put your chart in here too, so that way people can also just look at it and be like, "Oh, cool."
Yes.
Look at the colors down here. The front stuff, if people wanted to put their stuff for like their own ones in there. Trying to figure out. Oh, there it goes.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed, my friends.
Goodbye.
Bye, friend.
Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow, probably.
You have good.